Okay. Stock market live. Pre market. Pre stock market analysis. Alright, if somebody can, guys, see, if somebody can check, I'm gonna pause the music. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Been here. Appreciate. If somebody can check on YouTube and audio, video, everything is okay. If everything is okay, then we can start rolling. So what I would do is actually, let me go to the picture, actually Twitter. Meantime, if anybody guys whom you are here, if you guys can, did you get the link or no? Okay, right here. Yep, this is, we are live right now.
Josh, the audio is pretty low on the YouTube channel.
Audio is pretty low. Okay. Maybe you need to increase, or let me bring the console to nearby. Okay. See now, if somebody can check sound on YouTube. Okay, if somebody can respond.
That's better.
That's better. Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate. Okay, really appreciate. There is always little complaint about the YouTube, the audio quality. But Discord we should have now 1080. We got the some booster. I guess look like. So it should be 1080p now on a Discord. Right. All right, sounds good. I think there is no echo, right? Just making sure there is no echo before we start.
Sounds good. I don't hear any echoes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, all right. So we will, let's start with probably it's all 7:03. Maybe 2 more minutes to wait for more people, or just simply get going on it.
Hey Josh, good morning. Sorry, it's not morning today. It's evening.
It's evening. Yeah, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. I hope everybody had a. Let's talk about some. Every time, every second we talk about stock market. We still have 2 more minutes, so I hope we will talk about everybody's time. I hope everybody had a good weekend, enjoy their weekend, and hope they enjoy their profitability. Whomsoever had it on Thursday, Friday was excellent day of our group, and everybody had a great time. I hope nobody's holding crazy positions overnight, and enjoy that's how we enjoy the weekend. Actually, the best thing to enjoy the weekend is take the profit on Friday. If anybody wants to speak, they can raise their hands, and I'll be able to invite you as a speaker. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Good man. How are you?
Thank you for allowing me to speak. Good. I had a quick question. Are you on YouTube right now?
Yes, absolutely. So if you go to Discord
on YouTube, okay. I wanted to I'm gonna log in. I wanted to see pullbacks. I wanted to kind of understand pullbacks because I was in an Amazon put last week. Made pretty good money. It was on Friday, but I got scared because there was a pullback. You know what I mean? And I was trying to figure out whether or not it was gonna continue to drop. but I think I exited too early out of the play.
If you be alive here while we do day trade at that time, particularly if at that time if you be here, then you be able to probably gauge your parameter of the fears and FOMO.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to understand it. I had like the VWAP, looking at my indicator, but it just kind of started looking a little too weird, and then I got out of it, and then it continued to drop. Of course, you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
But yeah. But all right. So you think so? During your live, I could ask you the question whether or not you think it's.
Yeah, first you give me some time. I'm gonna go through few things, and then I'll always give a more than an hour everybody, so you can jump in.
You got it.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Josh.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Anytime. So welcome you guys, everybody. Those who joined first time, second time, 10 time, maybe 25 time. This is probably been this space has been probably 1 month since we started this live. Okay, but. Those who know us, the community is going in 120 mile speed. Everybody is enjoying the space, right? So let's get going on it. So before we start, guys, if you can do this, if you can help me to retweet, guys, this on your Twitter. If you click on my profile, and if you just retweet this space, we are live right now. So the more people can benefit and enjoy enjoy, and they can also join the community. And same thing about the video. We only have 2 to retweet and like. So if you guys can retweet this, so it can Twitter can crawl to the different groups and different. If you can share with other people, also you can retweet and says quote tweet, and you can say, hey, I'm in this group, something like that. I would appreciate. That's only one thing I guys ask. Okay, so if you can help me on that, would appreciate. And I'm gonna give you probably 30 seconds if you can do that before I get going on it. Okay, so these are 3 retweet here on this is the space live, and then the same thing, guys. Discord also, those who are on Discord, guys, they are also enjoying all the benefits. We will make sure everything is free and clear from my side, and also I need your help, guys, because I see we have a crazy followers on Discord, guys. We started Discord like last week, and within 5 days. We started 5 days ago Discord. Now we have 450 followers on Discord. So we have like crazy followers on Discord. So I really appreciate trusting the Top Trading Edge, and I will make sure that I'll put my heart and soul behind this to help you guys out, and educate you guys also. And one day everybody will have a financial freedom, man. That's my goals. We definitely achieve that, and I do see that. Go ahead.
Josh?
Yes, Dale.
Can you explain to the group how the booster works?
Oh, the booster works. So if you go to okay, good question. So if you go to Discord here, and on my right here where the Top Trading is on the top, it says the boost. You see the boost right here. It says boost. So if you guys can boost, I need. We have 7. Somebody donated some boost, but we need 14 more boosts, so we have our server can really can grow bigger and have the best quality. So if you guys, anybody has a boost, and they are on Discord, and if they really want to help this community, I would be appreciate that if you guys can do that. We need 14 boosts. We need 7 more boosts, guys. So if anybody has a boost on their Discord, such as supporters, many people would have the boost. If somebody has it boost, if they can help, we need basically you guys gonna benefit out of it. So 14 boosts. So if you guys boost it, and I'll make sure that everybody gets the benefit out of the booster. So right here on the top, Dale. Okay.
Thanks, Josh.
No problem. Thank you, man. Alrighty, so guys, let's get started. Time runs super fast. Time never wait for anybody. So everybody knows what exactly happened, guys. I just want to welcome you, everybody, those who are here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Enjoy their weekends. Okay, let's get started. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Top Trading Edge. First thing we'll start with this little disclaimers. We want to make sure that everybody understand this. This is not a financial advice, or this video is for education purpose only, and not recommending it to buy or sell any sort of stocks in future or now or later. Just make sure you do your due diligence before you jump in any bandwagon to buy anything. or you consult with your financial advisor. Okay. All right. So let's start. Everybody has a question. What's gonna happen now upcoming week, right? We have a mega cap earning coming in. So I'm gonna go through my all the tweets which I tweet, guys, and also make you guys aware. Those who are not on Twitter, make sure they jump in into Twitter, because that's where I always tweet a lot of things. But if somebody wants to benefit the maximum out of this space, which is Top Trading Edge, people who need to join the Twitter and the live stream, because that's where I give my running commentary live, and that's where everybody are benefiting. People are benefiting a lot, guys. I don't want to say it how much money they are minting or whatever the reason would be, but believe me, man, we had a blast last 2 days, super blast. People are like jumping to 300%, 400%, 200%, 100% profits on many scripts, many scripts, not one. Okay. But we are not here to brag about our group. I want to teach you. I want to show you, and then you also be part of it, and then also you can reap the benefit out of it. So anyway, let's talk about it. Like I tweet about it. This is the earning coming in, so everybody can see where the earning is. So if you can take a look at on your screens, we have this mega cap earning coming in, Blockbuster. All these earnings are. So most likely Monday we don't have any big earning, may only the Coke and the Active Wizard. Probably that would also decide about the Google, what exactly happening on that. Then Whirlpool, we have that too. But my main focus is right here, which is Tuesday evening, guys. Remember this, Tuesday evening, and that could be a game changer right here, Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday would be a game changer according to me. Okay. Then I'm sorry, actually I don't want to forget Thursday, man. So we have so many this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, guys. We will be I'll be live. I will try to navigate every piece and bits, everything. I'll try to analyze it, so that way we can navigate everything, how the market makers are going, which direction they are heading, how they are playing, what not. That's how we go. We're not gonna go first, guys. We do not want to go first. Let the market maker go first, and we'll find out how the market maker, which direction they are going, where they are going, and then we will make sure the confirmation is there. Then we're gonna go after them, and then we will reap the benefit. This is what Top Trading Edge believe in. We do not want to jump in first bandwagon, and and if the wind change, the direction changes, then we can be washed out. And that's what is happening with many people. We do not have a watch list like every other group. Say, what are you watching? We are watching everything, entire market we are watching, guys. So if anybody says, Josh, you have watch list, we have watch list. Entire market is watch list. So we will, but we analyze the market, we analyze the market maker. That's what our job is here. So our watch list is all this what you see in front of you. So we're gonna start like that. We do not believe in predetermination. Let's go and jump in Monday morning and boom. No, we will. There are different technique of trading. So that we'll talk about it. But right now let's talk about the what exactly is, what does it look like, how is going to be the upcoming week, right? So so this earning coming on Tuesday evening, guys, these are the most important earning stars, right? And that sentiment would be different. Now what happened here, let's go back to here, the previous earning. So let me just a second, I need to retweet somebody, I need to send somebody a link, so they can also have this link, which is live, YouTube live. Somebody's asking me, sorry, just a second, guys. Share, copy, okay, and close, and then post it. Okay. So now what happened last week? As everybody can see that, right? Let me walk you through here. If you can see this purple line right here, that was our 100-day moving average right here on a Thursday. And then we have these 200-day moving average, red line, 200-day moving average. Then we have here 50-day moving average. So these are the three moving average, keep in mind. Okay. And as everybody knows, I believe in the wind, to find the direction of the wind, which direction wind is moving, and and then we need to go behind the wind, because the moment you go against the wind, we can wash out. Now, who is the wind? Market maker. They decide the wind where to blow, north, south, east, west, right? So this wind, when we started, and then you saw this, whomsoever follow my SPY, chart every day. At the end of the day, I post it, and you guys know this wind. I started whenever the wind direction start, I said we are bull, bull, bull. Even though this candle was here, I said we are still bull. So you can you can click on Twitters and profiles, and you can see my all spy tweets and exactly how I navigate from top to way, from here, here, every wind, every bull bear cycle. This is bull cycle, then again little bit consolidated, and then bear cycle. We become bearish, then we become bull, we become bullish, then we become bear, we become bearish, then again we ride with here. This is how we enjoy the ride, guys. Okay, so those who are new here, just be a little patientful. You slowly come to know about this, how we normally use the wind in a different, because everybody is different. You remember, when you play the games, there's a quarterback, there's a defender, there's a offender. Everybody has a different role. So your DNA would be different than Josh DNA, my DNA, than anybody else. Like we have thousands of people here, right? When those thousands of people trade, then everybody's strength of trading is different. So I have to keep everybody in mind that somebody cannot do scalping, somebody cannot do long-term trading. Somebody, believe me, there is a day trader, they don't know anything about long-term, they don't not know anything about swing trade. It's just like that, people, those who do believe in swing trade, they don't believe in they don't know anything about the day trade, how to scalp, just like that. So what we do is, I like to keep everybody in mind when I show here, when I teach here, so that way you guys understand that, hey, slowly everybody need to learn little bit from different angles. So okay, so this, when I started this wind, you guys know that, and when we broke this, and I told that the wind has been changed, though we navigate from here and slowly, and I said that, hey, we broke the 100-day moving average, but we are still intact on a upper territory, but we did not break the bearish trend. And once we broke this, and I said that we are in the bear territory, but slowly, right here we came, and now look what exactly happened. So if you look at this trajectory I draw here, exactly that's how the market has been falling. The way following these, exactly same way. You can go and look all these chart I used to tweet. You can go and look small, then it become big. Look at this, how growth become big, right? Okay, so we are right now, the market is already below the 100-day moving average, below 50-day moving average, below 200, and below 50 days. So we already broke. We also broke the major support. We tested how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days we tested this floor, and then on a Friday we broke the major support right here, right?
Yo, Josh, I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Nope. No, I can't.
Oh, sorry, guys. I asked somebody on Discord that, can you hear me, and they said yes. So sorry, man. If you cannot, okay, you can hear me now, right? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So as you can see right here, this support been tested, and that's where we ended today. And we draw this here, and I at the time when Friday was here, and we were right here at the price of control line, and I said for somewhere around 4:30, and I say we are heading to 426. You can roll the tape yesterday on YouTube. You can roll the tape, and you can see what I exactly said. And that's for, I was also playing in last 10 minutes was left. Last 30 minutes I was playing Lotto and SPY, and everybody was enjoying the ride at that time. And then we ended at exactly the price what I mentioned here pretty much. Now what exactly, how we ended here. All right, let's go through here. So if you take a look at the support from here, which is February 24th, that diagonally ascending, going upward, you can see that that's the only bull trend we have this right now. Bull ascending, it is called bull ascending support, right, which is major daily support, right? And I circle here. This time we tested, we bounced, then a second time we tested. Remember, this is diagonally going upward. We tested and bounced. This time we also tested, right? Yesterday we tested. Now what's going to happen? That's what the puzzle is, right? So what we do is, right now here we have a tremendous pressure from these last two candles. These two candles, if you compare with the rest of the other two candles, anywhere constant two candle, you do not find anything candle like this. Whenever you see a wick, you see the wick above the head or above the bottom, you don't see here much right here wick. Basically they are full, means powerful bear candles. Both the candles are very powerful, right? They are very healthy feel. So what happens is, the pressure is like, the heavier it is, the hard, easier to break the floor. Remember these guys. Whenever you look at the candles, easier to break the floor when there is a heavier market. Not gonna think too much to break. So that's what these two candle represent. So what do you think, Josh? Do you think he's gonna break it tomorrow? Well, market can decide the direction. Josh cannot decide the direction, but we have to keep our all the coin has a both the side to look, right? What we do is these are the scenario has been created right here. You saw that this is the major, this is the bull support ascending. We need to break this. Now the mega cap earning coming in, everybody can think mega cap earning can be good, but my thesis, remember guys, now we are not applying technical, this is thesis of thinking is this, because we need to, those who follow me about microeconomy right now is totally changing right now. So what I think is there is mega cap. Remember, first thing we started in 2020 2021, that time market maker they squeezed so many retailers in cyclical stocks, right? All these Cathy Wood, different stocks. Remember Cathy Wood was flying. Before that Cathy Wood, I think all the cyclical stocks, the air was out of the balloon. Basically most of the penny stocks, they went to $20 $30. All those spec stock, basically spec in 2020, end of the 2020, all the spec were hammered down from $20 $30 they were running, and hammered down back to $5 and below $10 basically. So that's what exactly happened. Then the second round started with the Cathy Wood stock, because everybody was following Cathy Wood, and there's a lot of fortune teller stories was going on those stocks, and those stocks were highly inflated. Every stock you can take a look at it, highly inflated, because if you look at their EPS was all negatives, and they were selling the futures, future dream that hey, this company can grow like this, grow like that, and grow like this. And then all the stock, they were like, if you look at it, ARKK, just to show you real quick. So if I look at it, ARK was here, right here, all the way from I would say about $50 to $150. It reached $100 up right here, and then slowly the air getting out of the balloon of the ARK, right? There are hundreds and hundreds of script on this, only 1,000 actually, I would say. So many stocks they basically hammer down, and a lot of money being lost in this one also. And now as we all know, that market is trying to take the air out of the balloon, and now mega cap, according to me, I've been saying this since a while, because I started this thing telling from last year, but I started the space about a month back, and then Twitter I was just I was posting all the charts on a Twitter, and I used to say that hey, this is what's always going to happen, this is happening, and this is exactly what it has been doing since 3 months 4 months I've been tweeting, right? And what exactly right now happening is we took the air out of the balloon of many stocks, many tech stock, many stock which were inflated a lot. So those like Nvidia, AMDs, and many stocks have been, we took the air out of the balloon. Now we have a mega cap running on it. So I think that what's going to happen is there are some of the mega cap also will have a little air out of them also. So then you would have questions, why do you think, Josh, they were going to take the air out of the mega cap? It can happen. This is thesis, guys. Okay, it cannot be. That's different story. But market is trending down. Whenever market trend down, I always look at my history, because I don't just hypothetically tell you that this is gonna happen. I always look at the back history, and I prove it that whenever when market, the Fed always announce about tightening the policy, which is QT, quantitative tightening. Last in 2018, when they did that, it was a $40 billion a month they tried to tighten the QT. At that time, Apple dropped like in October 2018, October to December, 3 months. That time Apple dropped, which is right here. Let's take a look at real quick. So you don't have to trust George, you just trust the reality. And I have the data here also. And so when that time and drop, I draw the chart here from here to here. Right here we dropped 39%. Apple was, I'm not talking about any cyclical stock, I'm taking the big 401k holder, which is Apple also. Then some other stock also dropped like 29%, 30%. Microsoft, that the Microsoft was not inflated, but Apple was inflated. Then many other stock was also inflated. So those at that time many stock was going down. So you can see right here. Look at the time other in the bottom, October, from October, and we are right here December. So if you don't know, I can just one more time I show it to you, so you guys can see that. So from October right here, and if you look at the right here is last, which is around 39%. You can see 39% we were dropped. So similar scenario, but we have a worse situation this time. They will be quantitative tightening around 95 billion a month this time. So that will be a lot more than the last 2018. Plus we will be if the Fed rate going to be increased 50 handle. So 50 handle the Fed going to increase. What would happen when they do that? That would be another scenario where bond market is right now is pretty much vulnerable, and I think I tweet that also, and I'm gonna show you. Not gonna take too much time, guys, but I just want to, those people who are joining first time or second time, I need to make them little comfortable here, right here. So what happens is whenever you raise the interest rate, what happens is we have a treasury bond, right? They have an interest rate. Government has to pay, Fed has to pay the interest rate right here. You see this interest rate. So then we have military retirement plan, transportation, disability, food stamp, housing, all these funds. There is an interest on. The moment you raise the interest rate, this also raises up. That's your debt. So for example, if the Fed announced we're gonna increase this year 2% interest rate, that means pretty much $3.7 trillion debt will be increased. Just to the more the interest rate you raise, the debt gonna go higher and higher. Why? Because we had it 0%. Now we are going into 2%. And imagine 2023 we have more percent. So we will be more vulnerable also. But then there is no choice because we have a inflation data. Inflation is 8.5%. If it is 8.5%, then the Fed rate is only 0.25% or maybe going to be 2%. Still we are below under the water. What do you mean under the water? Because somebody who buys the bond, he would not accept to make 2% and lose 8.5% because inflation, right? So he'll be losing 5-6% interest rate right there. 6.5% interest rate he gonna lose. So I mean 6.5% inflation. So always inflation has to be below the Fed rate, but that doesn't looks to me anything accurate here. Is not possible right now. If the moment they do that, then this would be like this is 2%. Based on 2%, 3.7%, $7 trillion debt can jump. Imagine if we do that, what would happen to that? On top we have the quantitative tightening. So I hope little summary I gave you. I mean every day I talk a lot, but just to give you a little summary, guys, so you understand that this is where we are heading. Now what happens is in the market here, we got to come back here, we got to come here and let's talk about the SPY. So now that scenario is trying to, this is what it looks to me is happening right now, and market already started this. Now what do you think is going to happen? Well, let me show you something real quick. You know what happened, guys? Last Friday, China has a capital outflow since war. This is where the chart goes. I'm gonna bring it. This is Bloomberg News, guys. Okay, I'm gonna bring it here so you guys can see. Maybe Discord can see this, but some people can also see here on YouTube. Pulling up. So there are a lot of funds are being pulled from China. Why? Because they have the right now. If you ask me, China has the highest inflation. Second thing is Europe, and third thing is US. Right? So we do not go by the number, we go by the reality, real factor, what exactly happening, what exactly happening on it, So that's what exactly right now happening. So this is what exactly happened on Friday. All of a sudden you see that people are pulling the money out of China. Right here you see this is the first time it happened, and people are pulling out of the money from the China. So what exactly happened here? Well, let's you can see this. China see unprecedented capital outflows since World War II, and what exactly happening? What they are doing is large outflow money going out of China right now. So that is another scenario where people do not have a trust on Chinese economy, right? And plus we have a huge lockdown, which you guys know that right now we have a crazy lockdown in different town. First they started with the Shenzhen, was about a few weeks, then Shanghai, and then now Guangzhou. Hold on, let me see. Bloomberg actually, where somewhere was somewhere I found also on a Bloomberg that I can show you. So Bloomberg right here. Somewhere here, dry Shanghai report record day, I think, or maybe somewhere you can find it. I just don't want to go and waste your too much time on this one. But exactly right now they have a lockdown, and I tweet about it also. Oh yeah, right here I tweet about it. So you can see that that China has a lockdown on it, right? So if that lockdown happens, which is already started now, and then all these Apples and everywhere they also can, Foxconn key iPhone plant operation in China lockdown happen basically. So that these are different big towns are now getting locked down over there because of they have a zero tolerance policy in China. So there are a lot of scenario happening. That is another side of the coin. Plus we have the mortgage market is vulnerable right now. That's why we are builder. We are shorting builder also, BLDR. B as in boy, LDR also we are shorting. MBB mortgage rate also. So those things are actually happening. So there is a lot of areas been right now getting vulnerable. Plus our bond yield is rising up, and as we know that this is what going to happen on 4th of May. We have FOMC meeting coming in. When the FOMC meeting comes in, they announce, and I guess we all know Fed already said that they're going to be, because many people believe no they're not gonna do 0.5% interest rate, they're not gonna do QT, but they wanted to do it. That's what they said on this Thursday when the Jerome Powell was on the. We were live. We live telecast here also, and he said also that he is going to do that. Okay, so if based on that, if they do that, we looked at the used previous data, that what exactly happened in 2018. That time we did not have a QT 95 billion. That time we had a 40 billion. That time we did not have the interest rate 0 to quarter. That time we had already 2%, 1.75. Right now we have a 0.25, and we're just gonna go from 0.25 to 7.5 when they announce. So we're gonna have worse scenario in this time. Plus we have a big, remember guys, Fed. The biggest worry this started here is when the Jerome Powell said that we have a biggest game changer is war. That's what he said. We have a game changer in the war. So if that happens, just imagine that, when he said this, the market started going banana on that particular time. So, that could be the things, but let's see what happened on Friday. Okay. So remember I said, let's take a look at what exactly happened on Friday, and I tweet about it, or right here. I tweet here and I said, hey, here are the 8 chart. Please analyze what happened in last 10 minutes. Remember before market close, and I say what unusual activity looks to you, compare the chart, and I will reveal hidden info on Sunday 7 p.m. which is today. Okay, so let's take a look at what exactly this chart was telling you on that day. So if you look at these 10 minutes when market was reversing, so this is the S&P 500. Okay, this is S&P 500, but then I also kept some cyclical stock in it, which is Snap. Nobody cares about Snap. Nvidia is also not a mega cap. Right, so mega cap is Adobe, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Apple, right? But if you notice something, when SPY dropped, Snap was holding, Nvidia was okay, but look at the big drop. Did you notice the big drop on Adobe, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook? All of them had a crazy drop in last 10 minutes. Okay, it's like if somebody wants to reach to the finish line in 10 minutes faster than whole day. You know what I mean? So this finish line, this mega cap trying to finish just because people want to get out of it. The way this happened, it was unusual, and they all came to know because this Chinese news, which I mentioned about it, the Chinese news about this same thing, outflow had also happened on Friday also, and bond market, and as you know that market already started that they don't want to wait longer because look like people wants to pull the money out also. So this was a crazy sell-off, and look, I can show you the volume also. You can see that I don't want to make it too much big thing, but you can see right here big candle on the last. So if you notice here this volume wise, let's take a look at the volume. So if you look at the volume here, we have to analyze the volume now. If you see right here, look at the volume is going up, right? See, this is higher than this and this one is higher than this. So the volume is growing on a red candle. You can see this volume is growing, right? So keep that thing in mind, that the volume is growing on last 3 days, or you see that. So that is another side of it. And look at that volume that crossed the volume of all time right here, quite a bit. Then we also, most important part we need to look here is, this is the daily, this is, remember, this is the MACD. MACD has the blue line. We already crossed here when the divergence happened, and we already crossed. You can see this MACD is crossing the signal line right here. The moment divergence happens, and we all know this is our oscillator. So oscillator is like around 70% here positive, then 30% somewhere around here, 70 to 30% comes out in between here, this line to this line, right, somewhere here, right? So if you take a look at the oscillator is 0 right here, somewhere around right here we are 0, right here is 0. We already crossed 0 line, so we are entering into negative territory. So if you look at this blue line right here, blue line, we already crossed the 0. That means our most of the stocks are now in bear territory. Most of, I would say 60% stocks are in bear territory already right here based on this. So MACD is pointing downwards. So my oscillator is telling me that, hey, we are really entering into bad territory. This takes a year to happen like this. You see this waterfall here happen this time, look happened, right? And that time we were here too. Slowly we went down and then we reach here. Remember, this was that time our MACD was here. Right now MACD is not here yet. We are not here, but here. But it is pointing now. Okay, you can see this is pointing right now. That's what I wanted to show you guys here. Whenever I circle this, so my MACD is telling me that, hey, my oscillator is all the way down here, let me go there. That's what is going to happen because of this volume. That doesn't mean it can happen tomorrow, guys, okay? Because there is no way stock market goes like a straight line like this, okay? It can, it cannot, we will see, but we want to go by one step at a time, because the whole new week starts. It depends on the pressure, how the pressure builds. So what we do is, we will take a look at it, because now let me get rid of this volume so you can understand. The volume is down. The sloping support right here, you see, touch down here. I circle these. You see these 3 circle I did, 1, 2 and 3. We closed on a Friday at this support level, right? If this support breaks tomorrow, I'll be watching this support, and the Monday this support breaks, and if we want to make sure it's confirmed, right? You know, we do not want something like a fake out, right? Once it confirmed breaks, you know, as you know that I always go live, guys, Monday to Friday market hours. I go live. Those who are joining first time, second time, I don't know if they or no, but we are always live 7 hours. I mean, morning 9:30 New York time, 9:30 to sometime I start at 9:15, so 9:30, and then until 5, 6, 7 o'clock I'm live here. Mostly 6 o'clock I'm always live, but I'm trading live and I'm sharing my screen on everybody on YouTube, as well as on Discord, as well as on Twitter. They can share my screen, as well as they can interact with me on a Discord. They can ask the questions on Discord, as well as they can interact with me on a Twitter also. They can ask me the question while we are trading, right? This is the only one place where you can interact like that. There is nobody on earth who is doing this free of charge, 8-hour constant live and streaming. Nobody in the world is doing, only Top Trading Edges guy doing, and free of charge, nothing. We do not charge. People wants to charge, but I said no, we do not want. I want to keep it free like that. And people are minting money, people are learning a lot of things, and we want to continue like that. Anyway, only thing in a response I ask you is just the like, subscribe on YouTube, on Discord, bring more friends, family, whomsoever are interested to learn in this trading fraternity. I want to make it big. Like people have on YouTube, people have 2 million followers. I don't have 2 million followers, but we can definitely reach to the higher group. That's my goal, is to make it big. Everybody should know, like Khan Academy, just like Khan Academy free, right? Every kids can enjoy things. Same thing I wanted to do like that, so I can have also my monthly income started, and everybody can benefit. Just like this, that's my main goal, where everybody can also benefit out of that. So imagine now here, guys, okay? This support is what we need to watch here. I just gave you the indicator, what are the where we are right now, what exactly the clouds are right now surrounded by, I gave you what technical analysis looks to me as right now, as we are heading into bear territory, and we found that just the support. It can bounce here one day, but then again it can go back here, like so. We will be watching all these support line very closely, and if you do not have the knowledge about the technicals, then you can just, we are always live here, and I can every minutes, every seconds I give a running commentary, guys, here. So you can be part of the community and be here, and I'll guide you what exactly look like. But as you can see here, clouds are dark, and it's like, is the wind is blowing, and the rain about to get started. It can start tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whenever it happens. But slowly what I see is the air is getting out of the balloon. That's what I've been saying since many months, and many people knows, those who knows me, I already been saying, and they all know that there are so many. I mean, if you go to my profile and go back to 4 months like January, and what I was saying, you can see exactly what I said at that time. So many stock, and now they pull the rug out of it, and I've been saying that time there will be a rug will be pulled and there will be no floor, and still there will be many more stock still guys. Okay, just like Netflix, second round they pull the rug and there was no floor, right? You know what I mean? What do you mean by that, Josh? Because many people do not know. Then I like to show you something. When the rug pulled, there's no floor means, look at the gap. When the stock was $525, and then morning you wake up and the stock opens up at $450, $100 down, how do you feel if the stock is in your portfolio and you're holding calls? Imagine, right? So that called the rug pulled and no floor. You don't find the floor. There is no underneath the floor. That's how it happens. Same thing happened just now on earnings. You see that right here. The stock was $330, and a lot of people were buying the puts because we knew that there's a lot of subscribers are losing right now, and Netflix will have a hard time, and that's what's supposed to happen. And many people, I don't believe in earning to jumping in, but many people wanted to jump in the bandwagon, and some people did, and they made somebody made tons of money. Many people made a lot of money on here. But imagine if the rug get pulled, and if there is no floor, there's a gap here. You see, no floor. That's what happens from 350 to 2. Right now was $215. Right? Imagine how much. 1 second, Dale. Just a second. Let me finish. Okay. And so if that happens, then what happens is same thing can happen with many other stocks. So second time, guys, one time and second time, right? So now everybody believes in when they see something, when happen, then only our eyes, our ears, we believe, unless we don't believe in, right? So what we have to do, why we have a top trading, is we need to analyze, guys. We analyze from different surrounding. We take that, analyze, and then we take our certain actions that, hey, this can happen. But if we are alert, then what happens is we save our investment, right? Because many people like to be always long, and we are not long. I mean, we are long on commodities and all different things, but right now the time has changed, guys, and that's what I'm trying to show you here. If you take a look at here also, this is exactly what I feel like here, that this can happen with the mega cap. Then people think, hey Josh, how do you know it's gonna happen with the mega cap? Okay, this is the thinking, this is my thesis of thinking. Okay, let's take a look at Apple. You see this major sloping support from here, June 2021. This is daily. Each candle represents 1 day of the work. Started from here. We found the support. 1 second. So we found the support here and then bounce. Then again we found the support and we bounce. Then again we found the support, bounce, and then again found support, bounce, and again found. Now we tested again and we broke this time. You see this broke. Whenever the major sloping support, use this kind of support, it bounce and breaks this support, which is not good. It's a very bearish sign right now. And we have a 200 moving average here at 158 for Apple. If that breaks, then we could have a worse time on Apple. So that doesn't mean I'm gonna say that, hey, Apple gonna break. Hey guys, we're gonna go after whatever the market maker do. But my sentiment is this is what their plan could be, that they don't, they, government and Fed and bank, they don't want to take a blame on they don't want to take a blame on them that, hey, because this inflation, because of this government because of that we have the bad bad economy or bad recession going on. They want to blame on their earnings, such as, oh, they had a less subscriber like Netflix, or when earning comes and stock tanks, what happens is people gonna find the dots. Okay, you're gonna see a new headline saying that, oh, because of China COVID had Foscom was not performing well, and iPhone could not sell well, something there will be headline, and it'll be blame on company, not blamed on a fair, not blamed on government. So that can be the card they can play. I'm just thinking to take the air out of the balloon. Why would do you think they would take the air out of the balloon? Because COVID time the stock was $59, $74 before COVID, and then it inflated because of the stimulus money. All these people got a tons of money. All these corporations got tons of money, and they pump it up from right here to all the way to $180. So from $70 pre-pandemic to all the way to $180. So it's highly inflated stock. Apple is, right. Just like that, many other stocks, guys. Okay. I'm not against Apple, Tesla, or anything, but when they decide that they have to reduce $9 trillion, quantitative tightening is not a joke, guys. They have to go 100 month, then they can finish this almost $10 trillion. So then they're not gonna go continue 100 years, 100 months, but at least they're gonna go for a few months for sure. And if they're gonna do that, there will be a bloodbath, guys. And you cannot imagine how much bloodbath we can be. In 2008, when we had a subprime issue, that time we did not have a even $1 trillion issue. We had a less than trillion. Right now we have a almost like a $9 trillion right now. We balance it. Fed has it. On top of that, $119 trillion we have bond. Worldwide people are holding the bond. They are also vulnerable, right? Then worldwide, every country has a bond. They are holding US bond. They are also vulnerable. Their banks are vulnerable. Everybody has a trouble right now. Their inflation is high. Every country has an inflation issue. So these are the issues right now. Everybody is suffering. For that reason, what I think is slowly, because they already inflated this. So now, look, they took the money out of the retailer, which was many people used to trade in 2020, where all the SPAC. Then they took the money out of They took the money out of the pocket of Cathie Wood. Those who follow Cathie Wood a lot. Cathie Wood, all these followers, they lost all the money, trillions of dollars. They also lost. Now they want to take the money out of the people who are like tech industry, those who has a job. They have a pretty decent job, right? Everybody has a decent job. They are making 150,000, 120,000, 200,000, 300,000 salaries, right? So now they're gonna take the power off of those people, because what happened is, guys, you have to understand why this process is there. What is QT? Why they have to do QT? What is inflation? How to control inflation? Their job is to balance demand and supply. What are the tools they're gonna use? Demand and supply. Because just like a roller coaster board, right? You have to balance. You can't go one side up more and one side less. You have to balance it. So demand and supply right now is uneven right now. So in order to balance that, what they have to do is, now they have to reduce the buying power. They have to reduce the money power. People have a lot of money power. When I go into take a look at Tesla calls, oh boy, everybody wants to get slaughter. I can see them. Everybody wants to go and get slaughter themselves. And I see here every day, and I tell everybody, and I show them the proof, and exactly what I can see and is happening in front of my eyes. And I tell all the audience here and say, hey, this is what is going to happen, and it's happening right now, right? But they are not my followers. They don't know what's happening. They think I'm biased, or they don't even know me, right? But I can see how much billions of dollars people are losing right in front of my eyes, right? And it's been happening. And this is what exactly doing, what the game plans are, and I described here, and everything happening, and exactly same thing is happening here. So money power will be pulled from the people. So what happened? Who is holding Google stock? Who is holding Amazon stock? Who is holding most of the Apple stock? You and me, retailer people are holding, or the big pocket money people are holding? Who is holding Google stock? Big guys now. So now their turn comes, big guys. Okay, their turn will come, according to me. That's how they're gonna take the money power. So why do they do the money power? Because they have the money power. They're gonna buy a house, they're gonna buy a car, they're gonna renovate the big houses. But if they don't have the money power, they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go and buy anything, right? They try to minimize, right? When you see your portfolio in millions of dollars and all of a sudden your $1 million becoming less, how you gonna feel? You're gonna do your budget cut. That's what Fed job is, to cut, do that. So many people will be, because when we have a portfolio, people don't take the profit out. People have a hope. Everybody holds the hope that, hey, you're gonna come back, you're gonna come back. But eventually it can come back 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, just like 2008 happened. It took 6 years. So we don't know how far it gonna go, but we're gonna go one step at a time. But people always hold the hope in their hand that, hey, this is just a temporary, it's gonna come back, because people do not have a knowledge about economy, how the economy works, how the macro level economy works, how the financial works. People do not have that kind of knowledge. So because they have a routine job, so they don't deep dive in like I do. So but that's what is going to happen. Actually, people are holding the hope, and then slowly air will be out of the balloon, and then they realize it, and then they're going to do budget cut in their house, whatever they want. So why they would do that? Why Fed would do that? So what happens is, when you want to go and buy a lumber, or when you want to go and renovate your house, and you go to the supply and say, hey, I need this, but if there is no buyer going in that places to buy a renovated house, then what happens is, Home Depot not gonna go into the supply and say, hey, I need this many quantity. They're gonna reduce the order. When they reduce the order, the manufacturer will not gonna manufacture. If they have a 10 buyers and they have only 5 products, they're gonna say, oh wow, we have a huge demand, so let me increase the price. But if the buyers are only 2 and they have a 10 products, they're not gonna go higher, because they think, oh, there is nobody in the line to buy the product. You follow? So this is called demand and supply. That's how they will control. So that's why they have to take this money power out, because that's where the monies are. Money, in the stock market, the people have tons of money in their portfolio, and to take that money power out, this is how it will slowly starts. And we're gonna keep. That's what is happening actually. Okay, you can see that so many stock I've been saying. As you know that these are, I've been saying this. Look at all this tech, all these blue chip companies, Square, then a coin. People still want to buy a coin. They're telling me, I keep saying coin heading down. Look at this, $450 to $131. Imagine, right? Then look at the Baba. You name it, man. You just give me a whole list. I've been saying, all these company you believe in, say this is the best company. Facebook. Look at Facebook, where it is, like from here to all the way down here, from 390 to 130, 180. Facebook gonna go down more also, looks to me. And then I already put it a call that why Facebook gonna go down on a Discord. I posted, and I also live. Also, I tell people live. Then what gonna just PayPal, like you name any company, and they're all big company. They're heading to the downhill right here. You see this, how horrible chart looking, guys. Look at that waterfall. You see this?
Hey Josh, it looks like your screen is sharing on Discord, but it's not coming up on the YouTube as well now. So the charts that you're on with your PayPal, it doesn't show on the YouTube.
Oh, it doesn't come on YouTube? Can you somebody see that or no? Let me see. Oh, thanks for reminding, man. Let me see if it is. This is because we have they don't give us the good server, because we only have 400 followers. So they think, and this is the third, fourth time happened that whenever we go live, sometime it lasts for 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hours, and then you get disconnected. Some reason. Trying to see. No, I'm still live on YouTube.
I can see it on YouTube.
It must have been on my end. I apologize.
No problem. That's fine. Yep. So, okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate, guys. Maybe from you. You just need to refresh the page. Probably that could be the case. But thank you. Okay. So this is what exactly right now is been happening. Is gonna happen, and this is my thesis of thinking of taking the power, because how the economy works, and how the macroeconomy works, and how the financial works, and based on balance sheet which I every day go through, and a lot of analysis I do. And those who follow me here on lively, while I'm live all time, and I share my lot of knowledge, guys, tons of knowledge, because it takes a lot of time, but I share those knowledge and exactly happening, what I've been saying this. And I always ahead of the game, guys. You can see that because many people used to hate me that Josh, you are always bearish. No, I'm a bullish also. I'm bearish, bullish. I'm both. You would not know how much bullish I was on in 2020 when they started QE, right? So anyway, bottom line is that's where right now the market is going to change the conditions, and that's what I can see. All this what I've been tweeting, what I've been saying to you guys, and literally it is the cards are right now they're falling apart, and I can see that exactly. That's what exactly happening, and most likely that's what's going to happen. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen tomorrow, day after tomorrow, but it's slowly happening. So this month is, guys, very critical, guys. Remember, okay, very critical, guys. This month is not this month, means next 2 weeks, which is, let me share with you. So let's keep it this way. Next 30 days, guys, is very critical, guys. Super critical weeks are, okay. A lot of money to be made for the day traders, swing traders, but the only thing is the people who have their positions, such as tech stocks, would be most vulnerable, guys. Okay, so what happens is, why you're Josh telling me tech stocks? So hold on, let me show you something about that, because I'm not against tech, man. I always like everything, whatever market does. So let me show you something so you guys can see that. So market maker also has a job to perform, and what they do is, so if you take a look at it, what exactly last 5 days been happening in the sector wise. So there's a sector rotation happens or some point of time, but right now is not sector, right? The time has gone for sector rotation. Right now mostly things is mainly how to balance the inflation. Right now we have 3-4 big elephant in a one room. Okay, that's what the situation currently we have. We do not have one elephant. In 2008 we only had one big elephant, which was subprime, and that collapsed the auto industries and stuff like that happened to finance industries, and many things happened with the Bernie Madoff, and that what happened and all those things. So right now we have a different. We have a war, we have a bank issue, we have the mortgage issue going to be mortgage. Today is not a day I can go in depth about mortgage. Mortgage takes me to talk about 30 minutes, then housing, and then we have a bond, which is also another hot area. Then we also talk about the jobs, because everybody, analyst on CNBC and several places, they come about, oh, the economy is great, look at the job market. It takes 10 days to tank the job market. I mean, 1 month I can change the whole color. I have seen in front of me also in 2000 .com bubble when that happens. But how that would happen, which would be I already discussed earlier. If you want, I can just go real quick how the job market can flip the coin. How that can happen, flip flop. I'll give you a little. I will not take too much time, but I'll tell you right now. So when 2020 government was Fed started out, we're gonna do QE, right? When they do QE, what happens? Everybody get the money. They get low interest rate, and you can company used to do their earnings and say, hey, we're gonna do buyback program. What is buyback program? They're gonna buy their own share. So their share is $100, and government gives the loan for 2%, 1.5%. Oh, they think if they announce buyback program, the stock jump $10 more. So stock jumps $10 more. That means they're gonna gain 10%. Over here they need to give it to the government 1.5%, 2%. So how much gain they have? They have another 8% extra. So why not to take the loan and get the gain, right? And announce the buyback program, and their stock price also goes higher. That people believe, oh wow, look at the company strong because they are announcing buyback program. Now same thing, because when the government going to do QT, when the QT happens, quantitative tightening, they're gonna dump all the bond. Who's gonna buy those all bond? It's gonna go 30 cents, 40 cents a dollar, and who gonna buy? Government cannot buy right now. So slowly people, whomsoever wants to buy, they're gonna buy a penny a dollar. That's what is gonna happen, and that would affect the market, guys. Okay, so when that happens, what would happen to the equity? People will slowly get rid of the equities. Bitcoin, everything will be slowly go down. When they go down, then what happens? People, all these institutions and all the corporations who took the loan, I go through every day thousands of balance sheet, guys. Every day I go through lot of companies balance sheet. They have a billions of dollar debt, guys. That billions of dollar debt, how they gonna pay? Because when they go announce the earning, and in that they have a debt, the interest rate goes higher, and the stock price is going down. They are basically, is like having a big elephant at the house, and you giving nothing to you, but you just eating your all the food, basically, right? So having your own stock, which stock is tanking, and on top you have a debt. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna sell their stock and they're gonna pay the debt. What would happen? Why they will sell the stock? Because they have to pay the debt to show the good earning, at least decent earning, or get out of the minus EPS. So that when they sell, they don't sell 1,000 shares, guys. They have millions of shares. So that's how the stock can affect, and then slowly people also they lay off a lot of people, because company first thing they do is they sell their stocks, then they lay off the people to balance it out their budget, balance out everything. Every company has a budget. So this is I have gone through all this. It takes a couple of months to lose all the jobs also, because to lay off people is very easy, guys. People can lay off like this. It doesn't need a big thing. They can lay off. When the time arrives, you will see. So that can happen also. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but we have to be very alert and understand all this macroeconomy, how the economy works. So that way we can fall asleep and we holding hope in our hand, because entire world man holding hope and they're trading. And that is the one part I teach in my thing that, hey, we should not, when we trade, our hope word should be deleted from our dictionary, and you or print and put a sign on it, no hope, and stick it to your computer right front where you are on your eyes is. Every day you should think that the moment we are trading with the hope, we are losing money, guys. And that's what I'm trying to teach here. Whomsoever listening, if I'm wrong, tell me, man. But I'm telling you, man, hope is the one which is making us a lot of lose the money, guys. And we got to be very practical, and that's how I am. That's what I teach. Is up to some people don't like maybe, but I'm gonna tell the truth, guys. The hope is our enemy, guys. In the stock market, you have to be tough. You have to be very smart. You have to be tough. You have to understand how things are happening, and you, according to the wind change, you have to change. Otherwise what happens is you're gonna go to the stomach. Then you need to have a stomach. Sometimes stock tank, and then if you don't get the price, you're gonna be holding for 2-3 years. As long as you have a stomach, long term, yeah, you are fine. Then if you can hold it for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 6 years, whatever the cycle go through, because there's always has a cycle. And that cycle I always analyze it slowly as the wind keep changing, because there is not a straight line straight up or straight down. It's always zigzag, right? It's a roller coaster ride. It goes up and down, and then we have to time it now. But this time we have a worst time in our hand, but many people do not know, because we always follow the media, and media says that's what we believe. And simple question, guys. Okay, you guys all listening to me, and you know that I'm give you very simple. You all know that this stock. Let me tell you. For example, because many people are holding Nvidia, right? I remember this Nvidia when Jim Cramer was talking about on CNBC about 340. Oh, the Nvidia is the best. Every Nvidia going to be $1,000. That's what the news was. Whenever stock reached to the top, always you will see the headline would be $500, wherever the threshold is, and he's gonna say, hey, he's gonna go this, is gonna go that. That's what normally when he was 340. So you think Jim Cramer is still holding at 340 when he was saying on CNBC that Nvidia is heading to is gonna go to 500 or 600 or 800 or whatever the price he was saying? You think he's still holding? Why he's not going and say, hey, I sold my Nvidia? This is the question we should ask. Rather than saying Jim Cramer is this or Jim Cramer that, he should go. Everybody should go and ask, hey, why? Oh, show me your always. If you are open to the public, then whatever you are saying, please share your balance sheet, share your what you're doing. Exactly, show me what you are doing. Then I'll believe you. Other than that, I'm not gonna believe you. That's how we do, right? So, man, guys, just remember, guys, we should not believe anybody like this. And people are losing, man. What kind of tweet I get? People, like I showed you guys, right? And I don't want to, I feel so bad. I got a lot of tweet like this one. Look at this one of the tweet. I don't want to. I delete the person name, but he wrote me this, and like this, I have so many people wrote me. Not only one guy, okay, guys. So, hi Josh, need your help here. I have bought $2,000 Nvidia share with average of $327, guys. Look at what he write. On margin, remember, on a margin. There is one guy on YouTube. His name is Kevin. He buys everything on margin also. So maybe he learned from him. I would never tell anybody to go and do anything on margin. I do not. That's like a worst thing to do that. Even though you want to make profit, no. Margin is the worst thing, man. Because it's like a lotto play. You don't want to go and do margin. Avoid that. Okay. But bottom line, look. $327. The guy buys it. How much he must be feeling right now? I don't want to go and make a big sign. Maybe he watching. I don't know I don't know him, but he posted. He told me, and I gave him some guideline that this is what I would do. But look at that now. This is, he said, more than 100. I have put all the saving to cover my margin. What is the future of Nvidia? I'm tired and exhausted of the all cash. He has already put his cash on a margin, and margin call keep coming because Nvidia is right now, you know that Nvidia is right now, look at, keep going. And what I was saying, guys, everybody was in this room, they know me, how I was studying Nvidia, right? When it was rejected here, I said also it got rejected. This is all highly balloon, this is all dressed up. I keep saying it is dressed up, but I have to go whatever the dressed up economy. We used to be buying call here too, then we were shorting here. Right? Everybody knows, those who are in this group, right? So we follow the wind, we go behind the wind. Wherever the direction market maker take it, we will go behind, and that's what we do. Many people wanted to buy. There's one guy who always comes in every day, and first thing he opens up and joins the call and say, Josh, look like Nvidia is a good buy, should I buy now? At 220, every day first question he asked me, $220 is Nvidia, now should I buy today? And look, floor is coming. I said, nope, I don't think so. And look, it broke the floor. Keep doing. Now I said, that time I was telling you next support is here, we're gonna watch, we need a bounce, and nothing is happening. You see what happened? Look, now he's 195. So that guy, he must be looking at the Nvidia chart, and now he's a probably hardcore follower. Every day he comes. He's a kid. He's like 20-year-old kid somewhere in France, and he likes Nvidia a lot. He trades a lot. He trades some of the stocks, but he asked me these stocks too. So anyway, bottom line is, guys, we do not want to be, we want to learn from others. We want to learn if somebody make mistakes, and that mistake we should not repeat. And that, that once we enter the trade, then you are trapped. Once you enter the trade, then you are trapped. How you get trapped? Hold on, let me show you something real quick so you guys can see. Sorry. Okay, so let me bring the picture here, and you can see this is how we get trapped. Once you enter the trade, you have the fence around, right? So all these kettles are here, right here. So on a Discord they cannot see, right? So let me go to Discord and help them too. They can see here, change the window, right here. Sorry, just a temporary. Oh boy. Okay, I can, guys. Okay, you can later on. So if you see here, all the kettles, this is what we are right now. We think we are just heading in right direction. Once we are in, there is no way you can get out anywhere. And these 5 guys are market maker. They know exactly they take into the slaughterhouse, and you're gonna get slaughtered at some point, right? But power they have. These people don't have, though they are 1,000 here, but they don't have the power. These people have the power. So we are one of them here. Do we have a power? Though by number we have the power, but they don't use their brain. So that's the reason they don't have the power. But they are using brain. 5 guys on the horse, they have the power. So that's why they are taking to all these kettles to the place wherever they want to take it, and that's how we get slaughtered. So point is, guys, we got to be smart, and that's what I teach every day, and how to be smart every path, every wind change, and that's how we go by. So okay, I guess I will end on this one, my side, and I will open up the space and ask the question, allow people to jump in. Raise your hands, guys, if you want to say something. Raise your hands, and I will invite you as a speakers on Twitter as well as on Discord. First I will take the Twitter questions right now, and then I'll also mention about the Discord, and then Discord can also ask me the questions. Okay, so I will take the questions from Twitter, guys. Okay, let's jump in, guys. Okay.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, what's up, Dale?
I was going to say, a lot of guys talking about going long on Friday. I heard guys talking about going long. Man, if you ever listen to Josh right now, it's time to listen to Josh. What happened on Friday is something you haven't seen probably in your whole career. And Monday and Tuesday this week could be a bloodbath.
Yeah, so people...
Be very careful.
Oh, okay, good, Del. Thank you. Yeah, many people are talking about Friday could be a long too, but it could be. Look, what we need to do is, bottom line is, we need to follow. Let the market maker go, and I will find the wind. You guys open up the live trading. Morning open up. I open up my computer. Give a time, and I will decide, and I tell you what exactly happening. I'll give a running commentary. Okay, guys. So we do not want to go first. The person who goes, it's like a mouse trap. Do you heard of mouse trap? First, when you put a cheese, and there is a trap with it, right? So the mouse goes there, he doesn't know the trap, he only see the cheese because he cannot see the trap. So the first mouse goes, and what happens? That's the trap for him. We don't want to be the second goes to get the cheese, right? So what I teach here is this always. I say, hey, we don't want to be even second also, because it could be a two trap over there. So we're gonna go second. We want to go third and fourth, and then we're gonna enjoy the ride. Okay, so that's what we normally every day do, and I'll tell you guys, people are enjoying rides, man, left and right. There is always when there is a good day, like these good days, people mint money. But then I was looking on a Twitter, people are pulling their hairs, and but I understand, guys. What happens, guys? You always follow, and you pay a lot of money to people to follow them, and on top of that, you are pulling your hair. So why do you need to do that? You just join Top Trading Edge, and everything is free. If you like it, you have no boundaries. You can, if you don't like, don't come. Very simple. You don't have to lose anything here. There is no boundary. I keep everything open, like open gate for everybody. As long as you have to remember, only this is a family show, family podcast, family telecast. So I request everybody to be humble, nice, and be nice to everybody also. We do not curse here. Do not recommend anybody to curse. Respect each other. And that's how we should. That's the only restriction you would have. Well, other than that, everything is open, guys. Okay, I give everybody opportunity to interact with me. There is nobody on the earth where you can interact 8 hours constant streaming the live screens where thousands of people are live. And no, that's what I do here, guys. So. And constant talking, guys. You just be on the phone with somebody on 2 hours and see how your throat feels. I keep constant talking 11 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours every day, Monday to Friday. I've been doing this. Okay, so and in return, I'm not asking money, guys. Okay, in return, I do not ask money. In return, I only ask you just bring 10 followers. Just bring 10 followers. Okay, so yeah, meantime, if you like this session so far, we're gonna take this. Please, if you like it, click on profiles and click on this retweet button. Like we only 5 people retweet that so far this live. If you can click on that, would appreciate. This one also 5 retweets. Please help me to retweet, guys. I'll take the question on Twitter, guys. And then. Okay, and anybody question on Twitter?
Hey Josh, this is Sankar. Thanks for doing the space. I recently started listening to your session like in Twitter, and also I think joined member in Discord. So I just want to get your opinion on doing day trading the SPX. So I've been doing recently, having good success, and with doing with the hard stop loss, and so I just want to take your opinion on that.
So when we do the day trading, best thing is try to gain some confidence first. You have to watch first, because immediately to jump in. If you have experience on day trading regular basis, then I would recommend, because SPY is not the regular trade like regular stock. SPY always change the direction every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and sometimes you can make in 5 days, and all the money you made in 5 days, and 6 days you lose everything, because that's how SPY is right now. Okay. So my advice to you is just try and put a time more. I do not know your background about day trading, but we always teach here, you see here, and live trading also we see, and see how it is. How do you feel comfortable, and based on that you go by, because S&P 500 is not. I would not recommend anybody to immediately jump in bandwagon for S&P 500. We also go through many other stocks also during the live. I open my lot of screens, multiple screens also. And you can also ask me that time also, what do I see, how do I see, and then I can also guide you slowly. But first, I would not start with SPY. I would go with other stocks, because they are not that volatile like S&P 500 would be. So start with like a basic stock trading, and see you will have better navigational path first. And then you slowly you'll have a question. Join the session, join the more session with me. I'm always live, and then slowly you will gain the confidence. You'll get the rhythm, because I have many people who did not have experience, and they got the niche now, and they are going in a good pace. And I'm always there to navigate, help you guys. Any questions you would have, I try to know.
Josh, could you explain something to them?
What's that?
I ask you to explain something to everybody. Quite often in the morning, you get the guys talking about puts and calls and their options. Can you tell us how it relates to buying the stock, buying and shorting the stock? You follow?
Oh yeah.
Josh, he's asking what's a put and what's a call.
No, I'm not. I know what it is, but a lot of people don't. So what I'm saying is, in the morning, you're talking about options, and so you don't talk about the stock itself. Can you explain to everybody when they're talking calls and put what it means to people buying and selling stocks?
Oh, call puts versus the stock.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite often what I'm doing. I'm hearing puts and calls, but I know what it is.
Uh,
So I'm buying and shorting.
Oh, okay.
Put is a short, call is like buying the security for a while.
No, okay. So yeah,
Yeah, but what he's saying is that there's a lot of new people in here, and to get the terminology to follow us, they may need an explanation.
oh, okay, absolutely. So yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, guys. That was the basic thing. But if people would not know, I will go and I'll explain that. So basically, options are, you are buying the contract. You're not buying the stock in the beginning. You said, hey, if this happens, then I will do this. Right? That's the contract. So you are basically buying the calls. When you buy a call, you are a bullish. When you buy a put, you are bearish. So if you are buying a call of Apple. When you buy a call of Apple, means you want Apple to go up. When you buy a put on Apple, means you want Apple to go. You are thinking Apple gonna go down. Same way, vice versa. When you sell the call, you can also sell the call if you have the share. Then you are a bearish, because you are selling the call. Same thing when you sell the put, mean you are shorting the put. That means you are a bullish. So remember, it's opposite, exactly opposite. So when you buy the call, you are a bullish. When you sell the call, you are a bearish. When you buy the put, you are a when you buy the put, you are a bearish. When you sell the put, you are a bullish. Very simple. You write down on a piece of paper what I just said, and that's how you will remember. Then when you buy the stock basically you are not buying contract, you're buying the option. So you can you are buying the derivative, you're buying the equity. When you have the derivative in you are the owner of the derivative, means you do not have to worry about the contract expiry. There is no, you are not holding melting ice cube. I always say melting ice cube. Why? Because when you contract has a timeline, you buy a weekly contract, 1 month contract, it has a timeline to expire. In that particular time, if the contract expires worthless, or you do not have the profit, or you didn't take the profit, then you lose the money of your premium you paid, right? Basically, somebody selling you, he's charging you premium, just like insurance. He's charging you the premium. You are paying the premium upfront, and then you expect that stock to happen. If whatever the price you are thinking to happen, if that happens, then there is a premium volatility rate is there, premium is there, and that premium you benefit out of it. But if it goes against you, then you lose the money. Same thing applies here also. So, but only thing is, in a stock you don't have a time period. You can hold it, you can, as long as you want, whenever you want sell, you can hold it for years and years. You don't have to worry about it. So, but only thing is, you don't get this, you don't make the delta, because over here is like $1 goes up, you only benefit $1. But over there, the speed of growth, speed of loss is same. Different in an option. When you play option, you have a delta. Delta is like $1 goes up, you get, for if depends on what in the money you stock bought, or out of the money you bought, based on that the delta plays, then the theta plays. So there I'm not gonna go into deep right now, because I'm thinking this would be a big puzzle if I just go into that side. But just keep it simple. Stock is more safer, option is not safer. If you want to be rich millionaire faster, you can make fast money on an option, but same speed you can lose money faster also in option. So it's just like a risk versus reward. The more higher the risk, right, higher the risk, also you can have, when you have go higher the risk, you also have a higher the reward. But same thing, the risk is higher, the reward is higher. What happens when you don't have skills? That's why 85% people losing on options. 85% people lose. So first thing I would say is, if people who don't have experience in trading in option, then slowly go with the money paper trading, and then learn out of it. or you can go with the anybody who jump in a options never did the option. Go limit yourself and don't be greedy, because the moment you become greedy in option, you definitely whatever money you're gonna putting in options, you're gonna lose all the money. Keep in write it down what I said to you. Whatever money you are putting in options and you don't have experience of trading, you're gonna lose the money. So how much money you want to lose, you decide. You want to lose $1,000 or you want to lose $100,000. That's up to you. But you're gonna lose all the money if you don't have experience. So that's why you put the less money. So you're gonna trade less, and that's why you need to trade small in the beginning, and then you
If
learn.
you're new, oh, I'm sorry, Josh. Thought you were over. If you're new to options trading and you want to learn more about it or you want to get into it, you are more than welcome to message me. This is Sim, and you can message me at Iron Condor Wheel, and I'll guide you through, the beginning phases of what an option is and how to actually understand them on a basic level, so that you can, slowly get into it. But I'd be more than happy to help anyone who's got questions on options in the future.
So if actually Sim, I already have that options link which I've been sending to people. So if anybody wants that option to learn out of it, just DM me also. I have the link and I can send you the link. And I also went through a lot of things also, and I send it to a lot of people also, and they can definitely learn out of that. So if anybody
Yeah,
interested,
Josh, I would love it if you would send that to me as well, so I can go over
Hey
it.
Sim, I don't mean to be rude, but I know you've been trading options for a week, so I don't suggest anyone doing that. And then it'll be more so like the blind leading the blind.
Oh no, I've been studying options for months and months and months before I even started.
It does not matter.
So what I'm getting at is that I understand the basic elementary starting package to help anyone who just wants to start, getting the understanding of it, so that it's not so complicated, because I learned how complicated it can be and how to explain it simply. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to try to guide anybody, Sigma, but I appreciate it.
no problem, guys. Okay, all right. Next,
Josh, can I take a next question if you don't mind?
yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah. So, Josh, this is Gurdeep, and I just wanted to play next week.
Yo, man, Gurdeep, I missed you, man. I missed you on Thursday, Friday. How was your Netflix?
Yeah. So actually, I get so much. So I tried to took some rest, Josh, on Friday. So yeah. So I was in there are 3 or 4 trades. They just like butter, man. So it went so much, and so. I just to let you know, just to let everybody. So I'm joining Josh, and I had a very good experience in share market and been trading for a good amount of time. But in last 1 month, I'm able to save good amount of money. Just to understand, just to make sure. I had a many long position in tech sector. I closed 2 weeks back. I saved lot of money, Josh. I had a Google long positions.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gurdeep, I remember you used to debate with me about, hey, why you are thinking you are bearish.
Correct. So
Yeah, okay.
basically, so now if I any doubt, right, I come to you and ask my doubt, right? So it's very easy for me. But I do so much of research from my side before coming to you.
Okay.
But I closed Google position 2 weeks back, so I saved a lot of money. Just like the people tweeting you for Nvidia, right? So I had a same sort of position in Google.
Look at that Google now.
Look
Chart.
at the Google now. So I was able to close it the price where I bought in beginning of February maybe, or end of January. So I closed at the same price, but now if I hadn't closed, it was almost 10% down. So that's a very decent gain. I had a very good sleep because I closed the position 2 weeks back, and then I listened to you, and I had Netflix put, I had Tesla put before the earning. I had again so much good position. So those were smooth like butter. So I took some rest on Thursday and Friday. I didn't join your call. So today, when I came back, right, I had a look at. I did my weekend work, and now I just wanted to play some earning next week. Okay. So I had one doubt. So I am looking at currently the current EPS, which is forecasted for Google. I again just wanted to limit on Google. So I see, Josh, they are projected close to 25.89. Okay, so close to 26. Okay, so if I had a look at YouTube and so many other, just trying to find out how can I find a price based on EPS.
How can I find the price based on EPS?
Yeah.
Okay, so the now, but who will decide the price? You know, because I understand Google is cheaper, but look, do you see the Google what it is? So do I?
Correct.
So
So
will
now
you
I
trying to
want
find out whether how much the Google can go down?
no how much, see right now if you see it's the way it's pricing at this moment, it's cheap.
Mhm.
Okay, it's cheap. And they are beating the earning, and since they just wanted to adjust for year 2022, right? If there will be slow growth, so they just wanted to adjust the price of Google because they cannot bring down Google on earning, because Google earning, I had a look,
Yep.
last 8 earnings were great.
Yep.
Okay, no issue at all in terms of revenue and in terms of EPS. They are
Correct.
beating everything.
Mhm.
Right. So now, if I look at the EPS, right, which is close to 25.89, which is projected, and definitely there will be some surprise and they will beat it, right? So, how much the price will be based on that current expected EPS, which is 25.89? What do you see as fundamentals?
So we already know right now that they have a 25 point. They have the low floats. You know, their shares are very low float company, and there's a lot of good side of it. So when it comes to Google, I would not like to short, and I would not even go long also, because why we want to take a risk where the you know, the risk is higher and the reward can be dicey, because the time is different right now. The cloud on above the head is different because it's Google. This is not like Apple, who's 30 time forward PE ratio. You know what I mean? But we also look at this side also. You know, but there is a lot of other earning coming in too. Why we need to stick with the Google? Because Google is the only company I like to I like to stay away when it comes to shorting.
No, I don't want
Earning.
to shoot. I want to play calls for that.
Okay,
just
okay.
To be, yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to see what's like,
So I'll teach you another one. What I think is these guys. Okay, I understand that, but when we have a FOMC meeting is right above our head right now, and these FOMCs are not a regular FOMC, because any dummies who's talking about this priced in everywhere. I see all these big analysts. They are making millions of dollars and they talk about everything priced in. Then that means they have a no knowledge microeconomy how it works. I don't like to be rude guys, but believe it or not, I have seen that people, when the stock tanks, they all disappears. When the stock goes in, whatever they say, they disappear basically. You know, they don't even show up. So things like that, and I've seen that. So people lose money, man. Look, when Kathy Wood speaks, say, hey, the Tesla gonna go to 5,000, this company gonna go to all this. Her 99% portfolio is right now 70% down, 80% down. People lost houses, people lost their everything, man. So what would happen to those people? Because she show them the dream. You know what I mean? So I don't like that, man. You know, so people do that, man. I feel the pain. So okay, let's not get in there. What happened? So my thinking of this, that this is not just a it can be that play. That's the reason I want to see how this market is right now going to unfold. So I'm not gonna look Google. I'm gonna look SPY, man. I look at the SPY and see what are the pressure is, because this pressure is not now is not about earning. It's about it's about the FOMC meeting coming nearby, and people wants to clear their people wants to clear down. People do not want to be holding anything, and they feel the whole, man, there'll be a pain, because this run up, there is a many institute got trapped. They thought, oh, this is bottom out, and now it's going back, and some people got convinced. I saw on CNBC some institution, and on Bloomberg some institution, they say, hey, we already have a dry powder, 30% we are in, 20% in, 30% in, 40% in, like this here. So they are also trapped here, and now 30-40% were in, they were sleeping here because there is no easy out. This was a hope here. Everybody was holding the hope. They think this is just happening, but look, this hope is already turned. Imagine these two candles. You took a vacation, right? 2 weeks. You know what would happen? Those people who are holding the Google here, or Nvidia, or any stock, they are right now no floor underneath. You follow? There's once you're in the loss, you're not gonna take a loss. People don't take loss because they're holding the hope that it's gonna come back next week, or you know what I mean? Like, always our mind goes in that direction. It's gonna come back. Yeah, people have profit, then they can think. Even people have a 50% profit and they see 30% profit, still they don't exit. So forget about taking loss, because once the loss, your account is 10% loss or 20% loss on your stocks, you're not gonna come out, because you always have a hope. You always think there is a hope, and that's how that Nvidia guy I was talking about, he had a hope at 325, it went to 300. He had a hope that it's going to come back to 250, but that's what I keep telling, is that it's like you sticking to the same mud. Right now is not the time where I think this is right now, is the whole scenario is changing right now. That's why we need to see next 2 days how these games are getting played. You do not, I mean, in a particular buying call, if it is short, we understand it, but right now particular buying, jumping in the bandwagon of the call on things, I mean, it could be, I mean, I'm not saying no, but we will see at that time. Still we have Google far to go. So I right now we took a lot of air, and market can little change little bit, right? But I think my main worry is, I hope you join earlier what I say here, and you got to see these guys. The first time is happening this thing, this China is seeing a large outflow from Chinese. There's a lot of money pulling out of right now China, and it happened on Friday, guys. So there's a whole big bond market is in a crash, and I feel that, and I'm telling you guys, this whatever this red candle happened 2 days, these two candles, this is unusual activities, guys. This is something unusual. Okay, you have to trust me, man. I've been doing this many years, and I have seen many things. So that's the reason this time is not that time. You know what I mean? That earning. this time is not that earning. You got to be little bit cautiously going long right now. I mean, that doesn't mean it can happen, but I would go one step at a time. Too early right now. We will talk at that time. I'm sure you're gonna be in the space, and you're gonna ask me the same question at that time.
Yeah, no problem. No, thank you.
No problem.
Hi, Josh. Thank you very much for doing this. I really appreciate you taking my call, but I think you just answered my question. I really want to buy on the dip. One stock is a tech and another is a bio tomorrow. Both very volatile. So I'll just give you the names quickly. Lightspeed and VBI. VBI is giving an oral presentation in 2 weeks. As you know, they've got the injection for hepatitis C, but it's their delivery service, and it's very cheap stock right now.
Whoa, hold on. So VBI, V as in Victor, B as in boy.
Yes,
I.
V.
Oh.
VBIB.
Oh, okay. I got it. I see that. That's the $1.35.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And their earning is EPS. So now these are all event play or any news play. And if you have any insider information about that, something they got FD approval and all, because those are cyclical stock like a dollar stock. So if any movement can happen, but this stock has been selling off like crazy, and their balance sheet is horrible. So right now the foundation for me to build a this is what I teach. When there is a foundation, he has a weakness, then you can build a building on top, right? That's how we believe in. Same thing here also.
Yes.
So same thing. What I teach here is this: if the company has a balance sheet is weak, we cannot expect the price to go up. Why? Because particularly these kind of right now we have the dark cloud above our head, which I already went through today, and that scenario we cannot expect these kind of where the balance sheets are horrible, negative EPS, and they are making $181,000 revenue. That means people how can you pay your salary to people? So but again, these kind of things, balance it, I would not go long anything. But if you have some sort of like insider information that got approval something and it can pump, then definitely you can play around something. But that's like putting a coin into the slot machine, and slot machine gonna give you.
Yes, it is. I agree, but their oral presentation should go very well. But you are right. The foundation is more important. And what about Lightspeed? What do you think?
Symbol. What is it?
LSPD.
LSPD. Lightspeed is a Canadian company, right? Lightspeed.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Lightspeed. Oh wow, they're falling. All the tops are falling. When I see the tops are falling, the supports are $19-20 support it has. So it's going down basically, and we broke the oscillator. Also telling me it's broke the trend. MACD is pointing down. Is heading down. And what is your expectation on this? I mean, what are you expecting here? Is like long term?
Long, yes.
Oh, okay. So basically, the company is telling me based on their balance sheet, their earning, and they said last quarter they made $152 million revenue and negative EPS 7 cents. But now they're forecasting negative EPS 15 cents negative more. So that's horrible. That's and their revenue also they're expecting to go down some reason on it. Now it's a good sign and a bad sign. What do you mean good and what do you mean bad, Josh? So the good is this, that hey, now they lowered their revenue, so the price already went down, because when company announced the earning last quarter and say hey, we're gonna have a forecast going down, so the stock tanked, and that's what exactly stock did. And now they can easily beat that. They can easily beat the EPS and their estimate, right? They can beat that because now already is lower the value, so they might can achieve that, and probably stock can bounce. But again, no, let me take a look at the balance sheet in depth on a Yahoo, and I'll tell you what I think of, because we also need to check a real in depth what exactly happening, because not just the earning.
Thanks, Josh.
No problem. You are on your computer, you can see my screen.
I'm sorry?
Are you on computer or no?
No, I'm just on my phone.
Oh, okay. So, ma'am, just to let you know, I don't know if you first time join here or not, but if you join, then we also share I share my screen. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no, this is my first time. I'm happy to meet you. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. So those who are joining here first time, I do share my screen. So I'm live on three, four different places. One is on YouTube Live, where you can see my screen. So whatever I speak, you can interact with me through the space on Twitter, as well as you can see on your screens. Because on YouTube you cannot interact with me, right? On YouTube you cannot. You can only view me. You can view my screens and you can just listen to me. But on a Twitter space, which you have to use your phone to interact with me, and or you can you can join Discord, where you can also interact with me. So based on this LSPD. So if while I'm doing this, I just want to tell you, if you're on YouTube, just you can go and search same name. The name remain the same, Top Trading Edge, one word, and you can find on YouTube also same name on youtube.com// Top Trading Edge, one word. You just type Top Trading Edge and you can see me, one word is. Okay, LSPD. I'm gonna go to LSPD. Not coming up. Why? LSPD. Oh, it's a Chinese stuff. I mean, it's a Yahoo. Okay, they're not coming up here on somehow some reason beyond finance. LSPD. Okay, came right here. Okay, right. Sorry. Okay. So here statistics telling me that $22 and is heading down. There is not forward P ratio near because it's negative EPS, so the company is still losing. So they have a revenue of around $484 million a year, but their EBITDA is also negative, which is net profit is around $127 million negative. That means they're losing on top of whatever the revenue have. They are also losing on top of that $127 million. So they have a little horrible situation in terms of their balance sheet. So they are more vulnerable here. So be careful. I would not get into this at this particular point, because they are losing the value. So I would find another flight. The flight is heading to your destination. Your destination is to make a green, right? To make a bucks, to make a
Yeah.
There's a lot of flights. So we talk a lot here every day. If you join, we are always live Monday to Friday morning 9:30 Eastern time. Join anytime.
I'll see you tomorrow, Josh.
Sounds good, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Josh, can you check Tesla?
Can I check Tesla? Oh, love it, man. Prime time Tesla. Let's go on Tesla. What going on Tesla? No problem, guys. All right, so let's take a look at what happening in Tesla, man. Let's go, baby. All right, guys. So Tesla is like, okay, let's do this. So this was the game plan here about the when it ran up, and then all this premium adjusted. So Tesla game is like this, guys. Okay, hear me out about Tesla. Tesla, when market maker used to go against the Tesla, then Elon Musk has a big army, and they are all cult followers, and they go against, say, hey, these shorts are these and that, and then SEC involved, and many things can happen, and based on that, so now what happened is that they change the plan. They change their game plan. You got to hear me out, okay? This is not an easy game plan, because every game has a plan. No matter whatever it is, guys, there is and particularly when there is a money involved, 101% there is a game plan. Only thing is you need to find out what is the game plan is. And I've been saying this game plan every time, but I don't have the follower, but the people who slowly come here, they know me, and then I teach them, because this whatever I teach is organic. You never find anywhere, not written in any books. Okay, but what are the game plans are here? Okay, you have to understand the chart first with me. Every time there's a game is all about like everybody wants to be a bullish on Tesla. Remember, there's a bullish. So whenever market maker wants to be make you bullish, they have to run up. They have to run a little bit, and then they get to exhaust. How you get exhaust? Because most of the time retailer buys the calls. Okay, most of the time they buy calls. So how do you watch the call? You go and take a look at the calls. They have a theta decay, and that theta decay is crazy, guys. 20%, 25%. The moment you basically holding the melting ice cube in your hand when you buy the Tesla calls, and the moment you wake up in the next day morning, even though price remain the same at the price you bought it previous day, and that 20%, if you paid $10,000, your premium would be down. You show you have $7,500. That means you are negative $2,500. Even the price did not change, remain same. If the price goes against you, the moment market fluctuate, our heart also goes up and down, just like a swing market, like a swing ride, right? When you go in a ride, that's how also Tesla goes. In that case, same thing happens. So over here is all about weekly games. So market maker, they play weekly games. If you see this, market goes here, basically washing out your premium. Market Monday to Friday, they play wishy-washy game. I always tell which is called wishy-washy. What is wishy-washy? Wishy-washy means not going anywhere. It's just playing hope. The people who bought the calls and puts, they are playing hopes, and they market maker, they rake all the premium, and those premiums are, guys, believe me, man, I see that the billions of dollars they are raking. So they say, why would I put my go in short and expose myself? Now they change the game. They go with you. They go make you bull, and then they basically go and they sell you the options, and then when the time comes nearby options, and they basically you are holding the melting ice cube and not going in any direction. You just play ping pong in between little range, and everybody premium got exhausted. So same thing over here. I've been saying this. If you rewind my tape on YouTube, you can go and rewind what I've been saying. Look at this, where we are, how we ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. On pretty much last 2 weeks, we were in between $1,030 and $1,000. We did not go anywhere, basically. So 30% change up and down, you automatically lose, because price is also in between. Only 10 or 20% people can make money, those who are doing day trade. The people who are holding overnight Tesla calls and puts, they are the biggest loser, particularly those who are buying in the middle of the week. Okay, only people can benefit. The people who are day trading, they can mint money. The people who building a hope on Tesla, buying calls and puts, they are the loser. Those who are listening to me, I'm again repeat, guy, one more time. Maybe who joined the first time. If you want to play Tesla, you can be called follower just because Elon Musk tweet something. That could be a big trap, because market maker exactly know how to rake the money. This is how they are making billions of dollars, guys. And I hope you understand all this. And this is what I'd like to teach you here. So be careful. So right now talking about Tesla. Okay. So this is the one game, and those who are long term thinking about Tesla, right now Tesla has a resistance somewhere around this area, around 1025. So be careful now. And then support. If you look at these, let me go to 30-minute chart, so I can I need to analyze the profile area, so I can see exactly what happening. So if you look at my profile here, all these, if you look at the price of control line is in between here, and that's where we are. It's been $1,000, right? Now my next profile is right here. You see my red lines are here, which is around $985. 985. So I see these 985 because the trend is down, right? Trend just started, the pressure was down. And if it breaks these, then it can go up, but it can go up and get rejected around 1025 the resistance. So in between we are 985 and 1025. If any changes happen over any break upwards or break downward, then we're gonna go down, and then we will talk. I'm always live. I always believe in one step at a time. We don't want to go jumping in a bandwagon of down or up. We're just gonna go one step at a time. And based on this, we have the next 100-day moving average is around $970, and that support breaks, which is right here, coming from here also, right here. You see this $975 support is right there also. If this breaks, then next support is around $933. And if you ask me, I've been saying this, the most inflated stock in our stock market is first number is Tesla. Most inflated stock. So people do not trust Josh because Josh, who the hell Josh is? Okay, but I go with my confidence and I beat anybody. When they have a tons of millions of dollars salary they take for corporation, but they are no good at it for the company. And I'm telling you guys, this whatever I see, and that's what is happening, and that's what's gonna happen. People, you believe it or not, I saw one video, Kevin YouTube. He made a video on Friday or Thursday, Thursday, and he said Tesla going to be bullish, and he made a growth. He said, what do you call? He basically, he said that the Tesla is growth ratio is way higher than anybody else, so that's why Tesla deserves to be go higher. So when he was comparing the growth, and I said, well, the way his analysis was, he was doing, how the growth ratio basically you analyze, you basically take the final value of the stock and minus by initial value and divide by initial value, and that's how he compared the growth. But remember, growth, you can't take a stock price of the and calculate the growth rate, because stock can be anything, because Tesla was the first meme stock, guys, if you know that. And I've been saying this, Tesla was a meme stock when everybody locked down, when we all locked down in the house, and then Tesla stock jumped like a $5,000. You know that I've split and everything happened, and that was the first meme stock. So everybody getting locked down and this stock is jumping. What happened? There's a growth going on in Tesla? No, that was the all the stimulus money come in everybody's hand, and then the meme stock, because Tesla was the highest shorted stock, so they wanted to wash out all the shorts, and that's what happened. So then if you do same equation, growth ratio with the GME was $3 stock, $4 stock, and all of a sudden jumped to 400, 300, and now it's like $100, $200 stock. So GME, do you think that deserve to be that value? No, I don't believe that. It can hold for probably a month, year, maybe 1 year or 1.5. But I have seen in my life, when the time comes, slowly, all the air will be out of the balloon, no matter what happens. So those who are holding, they are holding hopes, guys. I only believe in foundations. If the foundations are weak, Tesla is not bigger, better than Apple. They are not bigger, better than Microsoft, Google's. Look at their balance sheet. When you see Google balance sheet, you come to know. When you look at Apple balance sheet, you come to know Tesla is nothing. So it's all about cult following, creating like a creating social sentiment, and people are fooling, and people become bullish, and then the market maker, they come here and they slaughter all the people. So and people are losing tons of money. And that's why I'm trying to grow bigger. If I can grow bigger, I can teach everybody what is right and what is wrong, and so that way they don't lose money. And well, anyway, I don't want to go too much, man. I have I boils my blood in terms of people losing money and somebody making money just because somebody pumping on Twitters and YouTubes and all, and they don't know what they are doing actually. They just think that they're gonna get a click, and that's what they are doing basically for their personal check. YouTube give them the check because they have crazy followers, but they don't understand how much people are losing money doing that process. If they are being honest, either they don't have the knowledge or they are not honest. One of them. So I hope I answered the question right now. We have to go by one step at a time here, right? These are the support resistance, and I'm always live. From there we will go by. But long run, I think Tesla going to be 598. When that time will tell. All right, next. We have a lot of requests on Twitters. Sigma, Louis.
Hey Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up?
I'll ask a question, Josh, if you don't mind.
Can I just get something in quick, because I only have a couple of minutes and I actually got to get going.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we take a look at Netflix, I'm driving right now, so I can't pull the chart. But if we take a look at Netflix, over the last couple of years, it formed a support at 210. So right now we're at like 215. So if we come down, test that 210 and break, then it should be smooth sailing to 200 for put. And then what else I'm watching is Amazon. Amazon right now, I think we're around 290, 2890, 2880. If we come down and break 2850, then we can see some smooth sailing down to snowball down to 2800. And Josh, I would like your thoughts on that. Also, looking at Tesla, it held up in comparison to the other big names on Friday a little bit better. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like we got to see some more downside of that name. I'm not going to be the first guy to go in because that I always get hurt.
Tesla was holding because of the premium, because because lot of calls and puts ratio, so that's why he's holding. Now the Friday the premium is already, the melting ice is already melted, now it's gone. Now the real game starts. Hope you understand. So
Yeah,
somebody says that the Tesla was holding. What are you holding, dude? Tesla is the highest, most expensive stock because inflated stock. Is holding because people don't have a knowledge of how it's holding, why it's holding. They need to analyze why it is holding. It's holding because options were expiring on Friday. The lower it goes, they have to pay more money. You know what I mean? Like when the premiums are expiring, because there's a lot of calls and puts both directions. They need to wash it out. In order to wash out, they have to be in a symmetrical. They have to keep it in a range. When it comes to Amazon, Sigma, believe me, I have my chart set up since many months and years, and is right there where the support line is. If you these circles, see this.
Tell me, Josh, I can't see.
Yeah. So right here, 2900 is the area. 2885 is 2885. I have a circle done since many months ago. I did it in 2020. These circles are in 2020. Since then, right now, that is the step we are at. If that right now, if this one takes to 2885 down, then we're gonna go to 2750. So
20. You have 20. You have 2885 break, and then you have 2750.
yeah, 2750.
Okay, that's even better than what I have. Okay, great. I'm glad that you think that. Awesome.
My equation don't change. You know what I am, how I am, and what I do. I mean, I'm glad that you finding the research somewhere. But yeah, absolutely, man. I will show you when you come on Monday, and I'll show you what everything is circled here too. My support, look at right here, and people who are watching, and right there this line is. So if that is the support, and if this takes, then it can go down. If not, then it can go a little bit here. But the pressure is downward, guys. We're gonna see how it plays. That next 2 days is little bit. There is not much happening in terms of other side, but there's a pressure from the worldwide pressure is higher. The pressure is downward. So let's see how the market maker plays.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great. And I'll Dave, I see you there. I'll give you a show later on tonight. I gotta get going. See you guys. Have a good space.
Well, you too, man. See you, man.
All tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck.
Have a good night, Sigma. Thank you.
Yeah. Next.
Hey man, how you doing? Well, thank you for doing this, Josh. Name's Quick. Just wanted to ask a question for you. So this is my first time on here, and I'm understanding, a lot of things you're saying makes great sense. I love that you like foundations and so on. What I wanted to ask you is, I know you've spoke about it throughout, but do you have specific indicators that you particularly like to look at? I see trend lines and price lines a lot on your charting. I'm looking at the YouTube as well. Do you have a certain time frame that you do when you chart that out that you like to look at for, let's say, the next 1 to 2 week sentiment?
Oh, okay. So when it comes to when it is overnight, when it is a weekly, when it is couple of weeks, then always we also need to analyze in a different way. So when it is intraday, is a different whole together, different ball games. But when it is swing week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then I always use my support line, trend lines. I look at my moving averages, and then I look at my MACD. I also look at my oscillators, and that also gives me some sort of directions and how it is moving, where it exactly the tops are falling or not. So if you look at right now here, all the later hold on, I'll show you right now here. So for example, for your right now question, say, hey, what do you think, Josh, upcoming top couple of weeks? So if you look at it, hold on. So right now what happening is, this is how the cycle started here, like 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, right? So if you look at this is the bull cycle, then bear cycle, then again try to be bull cycle, then we got rejected, then here, then we, so these are the tops called falling. If you look at the tops are falling, you see the tops falling. So 1 2 3, lower low, right? Tops are falling. Whenever you see the tops are falling, that means the trend is lower. Now remember, we fall here for 5 days and then again reverse here, but then it went, we got rejected at 100-day moving average, and then we again broke down the 50-day, and then we broke my channel, the symmetrical channel, we broke down that also, and we went down here. So these tops are falling. Whenever the tops are falling, that means the trend is bearish, right? Only thing is you need to be shorting somewhere where the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average get rejected. At that time you short it, so you can basically take the most benefit out of it. Now again, right now at this place where we are standing at 28.85, and I mentioned here also that we last time we got rejected here and it bounced a little bit. Same thing, we are at the same place, 28.85. So we need to be very careful on Monday. Let the market maker decide direction what they are choosing, and then we go for the day trading point of view. But for your point of view, absolutely Amazon is heading down. If you ask me, 101%, I don't have a doubt, is going to 110% going down. Okay,
Very good. Thank you very much.
no
Appreciate
problem. Thank you, man. Next, man.
Hey Josh, how are you? It's Harman.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
I've been
man.
trading a lot in Amazon and other Tesla. I've been losing a lot of money, so I need some kind of recommendation because I've been doing weekly trading.
Okay, so what I would suggest you is, whatever you're doing and you're losing, that's what you're supposed to stop doing, whatever you're doing. Okay, so this is my experience. I'm telling you, whatever you're doing, you need to stop exactly same thing what you are doing. And then best advice to you is hopping in. I'm always live, guys. I love the people like you. I like the challenges. I like the person who is weak, who has losing money, and I need to change that trend. When you change and when you come forward and say, hey Josh, you the hero, you the one who helped me, you the one who educated me, you the one, right? Those are the people I need, because that's what I can challenge myself, that hey, I change the people life, I change somebody, I help. Because there's a lot of people, traders are there, they make money, someday they lose, but I need somebody who's weak link. I need to change people who have a weak, the person who is losing money, who doesn't have the knowledge, and probably I like to help those. And if I can do that, man, it would boost my confidence. So I love to have you in my class. I mean, I'm always live here, and what I tell you is this now. Okay, so hear me out. Why you losing? First thing is you buying options or stocks.
I'm buying options.
Okay, so first thing, why you buying option? Those are melting ice cube. So what you do is you should stop trading like intraday. Avoid that intraday. Because those are basically you're holding a melting ice cube. The moment you hold the melting ice cube, you lose the maximum money, because the moment you hold overnight, you are basically losing another 25% immediately, even the price doesn't move next day, right? So that's what you need to stop doing, what you are doing. Second thing what you do is, you don't right now think to make money. You try to go with the slow speed and analyze. So what you do is, we are always live here. Is this your first day here?
It's my first day.
Oh, okay. And how did you hear about us? How did you come across?
I just made a Twitter and been watching you going up and down and telling people things. I was like, it's interesting. Let's join this group and might help me. Because
Okay.
to be honest, I lost about like 50K in this April month.
Wow, man. Okay, all right, no problem. You, man, there's a lot of people like you who joined this group, and some people I met people. They really had a worse story, guys. Believe me, you nothing in front of them. Okay,
Yeah, because like the way you were saying, I would be up like 300 and I'm holding overnight, and all of a sudden I lose all the money I was up plus my own money.
Okay, no problem. So what we do is, slowly what you do is, do not jump in bandwagon. Look, my goal here, when I come in the morning, somebody's making noise, guys, just mute your mic. Oh, sorry, didn't move the speaker. Okay, sorry, maybe I'm sorry. Okay, what did I do, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So basically what you do is the first thing try to minimize the quantity level. Okay, don't be greedy to make immediately money to recover your loss, and look for a best opportunity. And that time you do your some due diligence before you jump in the bandwagon. But first thing I would tell you, just join the group. Every day we are live. I don't know how you have a job or you don't have the job, or you have the time or you don't have the time. I would not know your timing, but I am here always live, and I analyze. So first thing, you mega cap, you stop playing on mega cap. You look, you know what I teach here is that you need to find a weakness where the foundation is weak. If the building has a weak foundation, means their balance sheet is weak. Those are the stock you need to short it. So what happens is, if the market bounce, those stock will not bounce, because their foundation is weak. So that's what I teach. So what do you mean foundations are weak? Slowly I teach, when you see all those things every day, and then you will learn a lot like that, and then that's how you can ride. Because if you go in Amazon, Tesla, you're basically playing with the social media, you're playing with somebody's tips or somebody alerts, and those alerts, is all about timing. How he enters, when you enter, when you exit, is all about timing, and he makes and you can lose in the same trade. And that's why it's totally different ball game here when it comes to trading. So that's why I say you stop buying any stock who has a foundation strong. Remember, first thing, that's the first rule applies. That's the reason you're losing money right now. So you come by on
all the money I lost was on Amazon.
Yes. So you lost the money on Amazon because you were holding hopes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I know I'm a doctor, guys. No, but no, the jokes apart, guys. I'm here. I love to change your thoughts, your statement, and you will be my best testimonial that how I change, man. I exactly see that what you are coming. So the only thing is what I ask you is come by, give some time to understand this community, how I teach.
Yes, thank you. That gave me a little boost. I was so stressed out, like lost a lot of money in just almost 22 days.
No, remember, guys, I do not charge, guys, anybody. Okay, I do not charge. So nothing to lose here joining this group. We don't charge anything, so you don't lose anything. If you have a Discord, is the best, because you can join in the Discord. It's free also, and you can do on YouTube also, on Twitter also. Anywhere you can join basically. So, but only thing what I ask you guys, if you benefit out of these groups, only thing help me to go and subscribe, bring more 10 followers, 10 to whomsoever you can bring. I need the big audience to grow bigger, to make everybody and benefit out of it.
Brother. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you. Next. Okay, next.
Hello, Josh.
What's up, man?
Just heard you saying that you wanted a challenge with the weakest link. Here I am.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm down a lot. I've been listening to you for, I want to say, about 2.5 weeks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what I hear. And I just want to say that I was wrong. I've been holding, thinking that's basically the answer, I guess. And if you really wanted a challenge, just so you can kind of see who you're talking to, I'm one of those guys that called himself an ape. So I know that a lot of guys are going to be like, what is he doing here? But I'm here because I want to learn. So even though I'm kind of like the dumb ape, but I want to be a smart ape, if that makes any sense.
Gotcha. So guys, remember, what I teach here, first thing is, remember, you have to alter your mind. Remember, if you want to be a successful trader, first thing you need to know, you have to train yourself that, hey, I'm gonna ready to alter my mind. That is the first rule applies. The moment you can alter your mind often, because there's a mind can be, the moment you locked in, just like a train, right? Can the train make a left turn, right turn? No, because the train has a lock. It's like a lock on a track. Train can only go straight. They cannot take a left turn, right turn. They have to go straight. So same thing. If you make yourself as an ape, then what happens is you cannot take a left turn, you cannot take a right turn, you cannot alter your mind, and then whenever the decision need to take, you don't take the decision. That's where the problem occurs. So you have to apply the physics of finance in your equation whenever you're trying to buy. Why you are trading? To make money. You are trading to go diamond hand for lifetime, dude. How many people came out on a Twitter or social media and say, hey, I made $10 billion on AMC or GME? None. But do you know that people made it more than $100 billion, more than 100, 200 billion dollar from market maker? They are all from market maker. They made billions of dollars, guys, and we all people lost the money. Still, they are holding their diamond hand. This is all called psychology, guys. People play. Okay, you have to get out of that things, guys. This is the game. You have to understand there is money has a power, guys. Remember, money has a power. You and me cannot go fight. If you want to go fight, then this is not the group. You need to go behind the market maker. Let the market maker go. You go behind them. Whatever they are doing, if they are buying AMC, you go buy AMC. If they are going shorting AMC, you go to. This is why I say you have to alter your mind. If you think you can alter the mind, you will be the winner. But the moment you think that AMC is my hero, and if you think Google is hero and Tesla is my hero and I'm gonna make them celebrity, then this is not the place, because you do not. The moment you allow your mind to create those stocks as a celebrity, and then you create your attachment and you create it as if your wife is, no, this is not, man. This is a pure trade, guys. You have to understand trade. There's a day trade, there's a swing trade, there's a long-term trade. There is always a trade. You cannot create. You have to detach. The trade is pure trade, and based on that you have to trade. You have to apply the fundamental. You have to apply the financial fundamentals, all these parameters which I apply to teach you guys, and based on that you have to move forward and alter your minds, because always wind change the direction accordingly, and you also need to change at that the motion is going. That way you can make money. Otherwise what would happen is people gonna come in this world and they're gonna talk about, oh, I'm the ape, I'm the cult, and I'm gonna be these diamond head, I'm gonna go to the moon. And no. We do not want to be moon. I do want to. What I teach first here is this: how to not to lose money. Forget about making money, guys. We do not want to make money first. We do want to stop losing money. The moment you stop losing money, you realize that I'm doing something right, at least, right? Then you would think of how to make money. Because most of the time 85% people are losing money, guys. I'm telling you, and including many hedge funds, they are all losing money, guys. Because they don't have the knowledge. They don't have. Even look at the Kathy Wood portfolio. Check her out. And I'm telling you right now, what's going to happen to her portfolio. Though she's bragging about so many things, and every time she comes and she brags a lot of things, but you will see. Anyway, so slowly you will learn. And important thing is, I ask is your time, guys. Just the way I give my time to you guys, you also need to give your time also to your dedication. Remember, there is nothing free lunch. There is no, even mom cannot give you now free lunch. You have to go and cook, right? So there is a time which you have to give, and slowly you will learn out of it. And definitely I can guarantee you that you can really learn out of this. I'm not gonna teach anybody wrong. That is period. I do not teach anybody anything wrong here. I always teach the right thing, and you do your due diligence before you enter in any trades, and see how it is performing, and you'll be the best judge. Don't judge me what I say. You judge yourself, and I'm sure you would know. You'll be one of them. All these people who are here joining this community.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Can I say one more thing, and then I just step down that way?
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for your time, and also I want to thank Sim, by the way. I don't think he remembers me, but I was in a room. I got into a room that it said AMC backholders, and he was very polite. He was very. I can Sim. I want to thank you. Actually, that's the reason why I'm here, because you were one of the guys that were actually, I felt that was trying to help the people that don't understand, I guess, that it's more to just holding. So I just want to thank you, and that's the reason why I'm here, because this guy is very, very kind, I guess, or he was just very calm, and that's why I'm here.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not saying that I'm ready to let go of that, but I have money that I want to basically try and learn. Try to learn and do other things that with other stocks, basically. If that's okay with you
Yeah, that's
guys.
fine. That's fine. Absolutely. You take your time. No rush. Over here, you're not paying anything, and you just you're taking the education from here. That's it, and it's free. So take your time. Take your no rush. There is no here boundary bondage. Nothing. Oh, everything is free, and you can be free to fly with us. Everything
Got it.
is like a free environment. Everything is nice and beautiful environment we have.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thanks. Okay, I have a lot of requests, so I got to keep shuffling about the speakers. The Joseph, you gonna say something, Joseph? What's up, man? How are you, Joseph?
Josh, how are you?
I'm good, man.
So, to the room, I want to say I've been here about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 66 in July,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a motto that it's never too late to learn, and you should be learning something new every day. And that's why I'm here. I'm pre-retirement. I'm not going to retire for 2-3 years,
Mm-hmm.
but one of my great interests is the stock market. I know you and I have had conversations before.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a stockbroker many years ago, and one of his big sayings was, "To the moon, baby, to the moon." And when I realized every time he said "to the moon," he was getting a piece of the action. Right? He was getting paid for me to buy that stuff. Right? So I was in the hole before I started because half the action was being taken up by the brokers, beforehand. They were, it was a promotion, and the stocks were promoted, and that always is a losing proposition. Okay, but you and I have had talked, and I heard you say before about foundation stocks, which I own a foundation stock, a lot of shares, and that's my long-term play. Right, but then you talked about short-term and overnight. Okay. And it sounded like you want a lot of people's money out of the market on a nightly basis. Is that what you're saying at this juncture in time? And just look for daily trading opportunities? Because I believe that for me, okay, to find something that does have foundation, stay with it through the good times and bad, and add money on dips has worked for me. It's worked fabulously for me. But I also, I'm looking at possibly putting puts on several stocks that are overvalued in case there was a big drawdown. So what are your thoughts, Josh?
Absolutely, man. Good questions, actually. So first of all, I'm a very small guy, guys. Okay, so I have no interest. Whatever I play is like 10, 20. Sometime I play 100 calls on if they're very, very cheap. So first of all, I do whatever I do. Even if I say buy call these or buy put these, I have a zero interest because I am not connected to anybody else. I'm just a small Joe who just started like a month ago this space. Not even a month ago this space started. Okay, guys. And I do not know anybody whom see in these groups or anybody who comes here. I do not met anybody here. Even Sim also knows me about 10 days ago he jumped in this group. So nobody I know here. Okay, this is just to happen. That my few friends told me that, hey, you have a tremendous knowledge, why don't you go and share with the knowledge? Because my kid told me that the Khan Academy is a free academy where I learn. Daddy don't spend money and for tuition, for his classes and all, because I can learn free online. I say, oh wow, that's good. And then I look at their followers and I say, wow, millions and millions followers, and look at the karma he's building. So that's what I'm doing exactly. Only thing is, then I looked at stock market. I look at the Kevin, one YouTube guy, and he has a follower, and he made a video and said, hey, he made a $250,000 paycheck. He got it from YouTube, and he has a room. He's charging $1,000 on top. Plus he does advertising and all, and he has a 2 million followers. And I say, I have a better knowledge than him. Why not to start that? I'm right now started with building my foundation, but I said I'm gonna do just like a Khan Academy. I will start free, I keep it free, and let everybody enjoy the ride. Everybody need to understand. Okay, so just to start with my side, that this is how I'm thinking, this is how I started. Now when it comes to day trading, the swing trading and long-term trading, do you know that all these banks, JP Morgan, then Goldman Sachs, and Citibank, those are the biggest banks on earth, right? And they are highest exposure to Europe, highest exposure to Russia, right? And they had a big loss. If you guys know when the war happened, and that happened in this quarter, right? When that war happened, they lost tons of money. And then you look at their earnings. Look at the local bank earning and look at those earnings. Their earning was fabulous, even though they lost tons of money. And then all of a sudden, their earning become positive. Do you know how they made that quick money? Stock market. They go and trade here. They have a trading floors and they go do day trading, guys. When they do day trading, they can scalp like a billions of dollars. Like we have a big people here on Tesla bulls and all. There's a lot of social media has a lot of power, guys. Retailer has a lot of power. They go and pump the money, and these people exactly know how to slaughter them. How to slaughter them. That's what I teach here. That hey, you guys are getting slaughter yourself, and that's what you see. Everybody coming forward here and say, hey, I'm losing money, because I know 85% people lose money here because they don't have the knowledge. They don't know how to drive. They are basically driving the car without the steering wheel. How can you reach the destination without steering wheel? That's what exactly happening here, and that's why I'm trying to teach you guys. Why would I even talk about foundation? Nobody, Kathy Wood doesn't talk about foundation. That's why she's losing money. Nobody talks about foundation. Nobody talks about geopolicy. Nobody talks about macroeconomy. Nobody even look at all these big analysts comes on CNBCs and many places. They don't talk what I talk, but nobody knows me because I don't have the platform. I only have 50, 60, 100, 200, 500 followers here. Slowly I'm building over about a month. That's the only difference, guys. I don't have the followers. If you want to gauge somebody by the followers, then those are the big analysts, man. They are highly get paid and they are agenda driven. I have a zero agenda here, guys. Zero agenda. I can shut down this tomorrow and just do myself alone. But no. What I'm doing is I want to build a good karma. I'm 50-year-old guy, okay? I'm 50 years. This is my full-time job and I'm doing it. And I'm not associated with anybody. I'm not taking any penny from anything. No advertising, no hedge fund, nothing. Nothing. I'm not taking any money from anybody. Okay, so that's the one thing. So I'm not endorsed with anybody or anything, So that just to clear, I'm a very small guy and just do my things. But this is my passion and my dream is to go big, where everybody should know, just like a Khan Academy who did that, and I will one day will be big, and I will have a YouTube paying me, Twitter paying me, everybody will pay me my monthly checks, and I will also make everybody happy. Remember, that's a good karma. That is the one part which I like. That's my goal, and I will continue that. And maybe I don't know how long I will live, but until I live, I'm gonna try to do that, and I'm sure I can achieve that. Day trading. So to cut to the short about all the banks, so they made the quickest money. Okay, just to let you know, quickest money they made doing the day trade. If they hold for a years, 2 years, that's the different game, guys. Okay, that is different game. That they don't have time. Everybody has a timeline. So that's how they make money. And if you think that day trading is losing the game for bank, then you are wrong. They make money. You can make money. It depends how you. It's all about entry and exit, guys. Okay, it's all about timing. You need to know the timing well. How to time. You need to know timing for scalping 1 minute, 5 minutes. You can also scalp every half a minute. Okay, that is also scalping. There is a tape trading. You can do that on a TD Ameritrade, and you can scalp that also. You can just Bloomberg terminal. You can press the button in half candle. You can say you can take 10 cents, 5 cents also. But I don't teach that here because then it's very difficult for everybody to do that. But what we do is my expertise is everything. My expertise is mostly day trading because many people are minting money. I don't know, Joseph, you were here, but Thursday, Friday, you can see here people made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in six figures, guys. Okay, six figures they were making money here. So yeah, I mean, we're happy if they made money. If they do something, yeah, absolutely, I'm happy, man. I love that when somebody makes money and they are here. They come and say, hey, I did this and I was doing this and I made this many percentage profit, and I said love it. So when they make money doing that, if they do hold long time, then they would not make money. It takes a little time, but there is a little safety. There is a coin has both the side to think, right? There is a safety and there is a risk versus reward. So it depends on how you do timing. It's all about timing. When at particular event you are playing at the timing. But the moment the same trade you took it and you think I'm gonna hold it overnight, and then morning you wake up and the candle become opposite, then you lose everything because your timing was wrong, right? So everything is about the timing. Same trade I trade and somebody else trade, but if we have the wrong timing, then it could be one guy can benefit, one guy cannot benefit. So that can happen. That's the reason there's a lot of people who make, some people don't make. It depends on their power of knowledge. It depends on their experience. This is you need a lot of knowledge. You need a lot of experience. You need to learn slowly. And I have seen many people slowly they are learning here. So if they learn, if they make, then it's good, right? That's what I'm here, because you can't just simply follow on social media and say, hey, somebody said this and I'm gonna buy this. That's bad. That means you just like a following, like the guy who said that, hey, I was buying a lot of Amazon calls and Tesla calls and now I'm losing money, because I know the games, and that's what I teach here, what the games are. If I'm not teaching the game, then I could be wrong. If I'm just telling the, hey, buy this and buy that, and then
Josh, there's one thing that everybody should know. All right, to do that type of trading, they have to have over 25,000 in the account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they have to have margin attached to the account so they can trade back and forth. But that doesn't mean that I'm promoting or saying they should ever go on margin, because that's the biggest mistake that you could ever make, especially in this type of treacherous market.
Oh, absolutely. So many people, I announced that also. If you don't have it, if you do not have a $25,000 PDT rule applies.
Right, yeah. Otherwise, the 2-day rule, and they could lock themselves into a loss. That's something they should make sure they look at.
So mostly, what I tell people is, you do not need to jump in a day trade when you are a newcomer. You always like to have a swing trade, because when you do the swing trade, you have a time in your hand. At least you can analyze yourself, and you don't want to get into do not need to think to make money first. Think how not to lose money, because everybody lose money first. So that's why I said limit your lose. Because when you want to learn something, you always make mistakes, and that's as long as they can ask me the questions, I will guide them what I think about any technical analysis, fundamentals, and geopolicies, and based on that I whatever I think. But at the end, I can do spoon feeding, but my goal is not to lose money. That I apply the first rule. Then I'm a simple guy to teach people. Now if they think I'm wrong, then what can I do, man? I try my best, whatever I can do. If something happens, like somebody tells me that I'm a bad guy and this and find the proof, sure, I will shut it down. Next.
Josh, what's going on with Twilio?
What happened?
Well, they've been dipping pretty low, and I don't know if we're like waiting for them to break a support and go lower before we jump in after them. I'm trying to get ready for Monday morning.
So Twilio, we discussed about it. Their foundation is the most weakest foundation, and the building is super tall on it, and that's why I've been shorting. But when now the floor, we are already out of the Twilio now. We were already out of the Twilio on a weekend, because we do not want to hold on the support. Every time the support testing, you got to get I prefer to get out of the support and let the support get tested. Once the support breaks, let the market maker go, and then you go behind, or that's how I think. I do not like to go first.
Josh, I got a great example for you.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, so we're waiting for the market makers to move.
Yep, let them go first, and then I would go first.
Okay, Dale, what's up?
Sorry, I got a great example. Go to NVDA, one year chart.
NVIDIA.
Yeah. It just broke through the 1 year support, so you can talk about that.
Oh yeah. So we broke that now. Okay, Dale, what happened is this candle is already broken. NVIDIA looks super duper weak, and I already talked today. If you look at the oscillator here, we are trending zero oscillator, which is way below, and the MACD also pointing down and heading to negative way next.
So Josh, is the fact that it broke through support.
Yeah. So right here you can see on your screen. So everybody who's seeing that, I already circled that, and we broke. Then I wrote down here major support broke, $198. Now it is resistance. So now the support broke, it become resistance. When the resistance is, that's why I tweeted today also about the NVIDIA. I said, hey, NVIDIA is super duper looking bad right now, and where it is heading, according to me, my price would be 125, but you know, it takes a year, it took a couple of quarters, because there is no straight down, straight up, right? There's always you know, swing, you know, is always happen swings, but based on my financial fundamentals, it's gonna take a little time, but it's heading down, and it's looking horrible, guys. When the support breaks, this is a major support broke, and that's why I tweet. And those who are listening, my tweets are, guys, $1 million worth. You know, I don't try to BS anything, man. I'm a super honest guy. If anybody has a doubt, just come and debate with me. Bring anybody, and I'll talk. I'm not I'm not dummies. I'm not paid by anything. That's why I try to keep it simple. I want to keep it made free, so that way nobody can blame me. Okay, so right here, I tweet about it. Here, what did I say last week? Get out of the same mud if the mud is sticky, which is Nvidia. Was $225, now it is $195. You can rewind all the tape and see how I've been talking about. Even I've been talking about charting when I did not have the space about a month ago. I used to submit all the charts because I did not have 1,000 followers, so I could not go live, but I used to tweet about my charts and see where Nvidia was. 250 when Jim Cramer was dumping, it's pumping. Do you think, ask Jim Cramer, you think you're still holding at $340 when he was pumping? But yeah, there's a guy who's here writing. He taught me, he tweeted me and said, Josh, I need your help. I have about 2,000 Nvidia shares with an average of $327 with the margin. This is what he's not tweeting to the Jim Cramer, but he's tweeting me and says, Josh, I had this situation. What can you help me? Why he's coming to me, not going to Jim Cramer? Because he finds some hope that, hey, Josh is the guy who can help me, not the Jim Cramer, because Jim Cramer was doing right here $340, and he had a platform. And if you want to become a member of his things, you got to pay thousands of dollars. When Josh giving free, Josh is giving free. But he was not telling people, say, hey, tops are falling, guys. Don't jump in this bandwagon, because this bandwagon is expensive. This bandwagon is 100 times, 200 times, but he was selling those. And he was not telling he exit or not. You got to be smart, guys. You can't follow social media to just jump in any bandwagon. Anybody telling what I'm telling? No.
If you can't see what I just saw and just showed you,
you
shouldn't be trading.
Exactly. So anyway, I mean, slowly people will learn. I'm sure it's just a 1 month, but I will definitely change Joseph's mind sooner or later. Yeah, Kirk, you have any question? Jeffrey, you got any question, man?
I got one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday to explain the market conditions and stuff. I missed the beginning, but I'll go back to that YouTube video and see the beginning. I'll just, without going into too much detail, so how did you start out?
How do I start a what?
How did you start trading? A little bit, like how you said you were doing this for 25 years. So how did you start? Are you in finance or anything like that? Or?
Oh yes, my background is commerce. In the beginning, it was what I study is a commerce from India, and when I finished my college, first thing I was, basically I was in Bombay, if you know or not, but I was in Bombay. I used to go to Dalal Street where just like our Nasdaq is, just like that over there, but that time there's no computer. You just go and you do your finger and you wrote down on a piece of paper with the notebook, and you just place your orders and all. And then the broker goes inside the ring, and then I just put my one finger, like, hundreds, 200, like that. You do your fingers, and there's something like that. You just place your order, and then you make a list of which stock you're talking about. And then he also comes often he can come out of the ring and say, okay, I bought this, I bought that, and that's how you keep a track of it. And then I used to get the securities in my hand with the paper, say, hey, you own this many stocks, like that. So this is how I started in 1994 from India. But basically my commerce plus my software, I was a software. Lot of diploma I did in India to come to US. So I study and then I got a job in Motorola. I came to US in 1997, and then it happened to happen. One of my cube mate, he was trading at that time on his computer. I think it was called Trade software, something he was using, and I said, wow, this is good, man. You trade on software, that's love it. So then I started slowly trading with it, but that was my full-time job. I was doing as a software engineer. Then I did my master on San Jose University on computer science. I left the computer science. I did not finish my master science because I felt it that I don't deserve to be doing master, because the professor was taking my advantage, teaching students more than, and I did not even have enough time over there, because my job got off, and it's too much burden on my head at that time, and I was single. So slowly, I keep trading, and then once I got my green card, then I slowly found my financial freedom, and got married also in that time. So 2000, I had the dot-com bubble happen right in front of me, and I was trading at that time also. But that time I was not like as smart as right now. Then everything taught me in 2000. Basically, the worst time. I learned a lot more in 2007 than 2020, because the more you get burned, the better you can learn, right? Because if you don't burn, you don't get learn. You always, when you are happy time, you always forget how to learn. But when you really burn, then you learn the most. So that's what I actually learned in 2007, 2008 a lot. How the market was crashing right in front of my eyes, and I did not even know, man. It's washed out a lot of things, and it was a nightmare. And I remember I did not even have a money to go to grocery when I used to go to. I used to invest in other real estate also at that time, but I used to go to grocery, and I used to take the money grocery out of my card, because my card was $100. I had to take, because I had $80. I need to take $20 grocery out of my card to have that $80 to fulfill. And I remember that time I had it too. So, but once when the time is bad, and then you are locked in certain position, you have nothing but to lose more, because you are holding hopes. And that's why I keep raising my voice that you are holding only hopes. Those people are holding hopes. They're gonna only hold hopes, guys. And that's why whatever I speak from my heart, guys. And that's what I tell you. And sometimes people don't realize it until unless they lose the money. And that's why I keep telling people who wants to play options, I tell him, hey, you're gonna lose the money whatever you're gonna put it in the beginning. So how much you want to lose? You want to lose 100,000, you want to lose $1 million, or you only lose 1,000? So if you want to lose 1,000, then put 1,000, but don't put 100,000, because you're gonna lose that first money. So whatever I teach is not you got to be here all time to understand what I speak. And basically that's how slowly goes through. And then I had various business I did. That I had a computer service and a cell phone service, and I used to sell a lot of computers. So I had like 6 stores. 10 years, 2010. Before 2010, I was doing real estate also, and I flipped a lot of property in 2006, 2007 at that time. So I keep doing all this side business, and along with it, trading and all. Then I hired 2017. I hired 2 guys for day trading with me. But then I sold my Tesla also. That Tesla share I sold it also, and we were trading at that time, 2017, 2018, 2017. And then I don't trust anybody, because I realized that there's a lot of people I met. Everybody has a different perceptions. Then I put my more and more, as you go by, you keep, whenever you get time in the night time, you more realize and analyze yourself with that study, and then you learn. When you learn a lot, then you invest, and then you choose. You got to, like, it's like you have to go with the deep diving in a different angle. You can't have a one loophole open and you think I'm the master. Just like every day traders, every technical analyst, they think they are master, but no, you can, because technical can be overruled by geopolicy. Geopolicy can overrule financial fundamentals also. So all this knowledge, you need to have the knowledge to understand that. And you go through the life cycles. There's a lot of cycle comes in that cycle, you learn. So it's not like reading books and you can immediately learn that. Cycle teaches you, and you need experience for that, because experience brings the confidence. Reading the books can give you knowledge but not the confidence. So that's why I say, hey, you you got to bring some confidence when you trade. You gain the confidence. It takes a time. Some people learn faster, some people go slow, but at the end, you can have involved emotions in your trade, because then you lose money. And it's many things. It's not overnight. Everything people learn. So that's my journey basically trading, and I mentioned several times in this group, and you know that's what it's all about. It's like how it's not only technicals, guys, because many people I notice technicals, but I can go all the technicals also. But then what if tomorrow policy changes, right? That's the reason. So I teach everything here, guys, not the only technicals, everything. That's the only way to be successful in terms of, otherwise the technical can fail sometime, and then you lose all the money you made. You can lose in that particular time, because 5 times you can make and 6 times you can lose all. Then what's the point? So you need to minimize your loss, analyzing in a different ways, and that's what I teach here. Okay, I hope I answered the question. Yeah, Jeff, you raise your hand. What's up?
Yeah, hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. My original question was going to be asking how you kind of call out the turn during the day. You know when the market's going to pivot, and it's pretty great when you shout it out and we see it.
Mm-hmm.
But my question, I was going to ask you, what kind of indicators do you use when you see the market turning? Would be my question. But I just noticed that tonight a lot of commodities are down, over 5%, 5 to 8%. And I believe it's due to China shutting down. And then just came out now that a Russia oil pipeline and an oil depot was attacked tonight, and it's on fire and burning. And then Putin always said if Russia was to be attacked, they're going to escalate this war even more. So how much now with this geopolitical event that I just stated, whether it's factual that they were attacked or not, I don't know yet. But if that's true, is that going to trounce all the technicals, even these mega cap earnings? I mean, are we talking, a completely different scenario that maybe an hour ago we were just going into big tech earnings, right?
So
now we got geopolitical.
Yep. You're right. So since I'm live, so I I lost a couple of track, but I already knew about these China things. And commodity. Anytime recession, war, anything happens, commodity. Excuse me. Let me drink the water. Whenever war happens, commodity always rises up. Even though market maker wants to bring the commodities down. Okay, that's what I announced on Friday morning. I said, guys, be careful. The commodity what we are right now bullish on it, those commodity will be suffering. So we should not just jump in a bandwagon just because they are looking cheaper. Somebody wanted to buy the whale. If you rewind the tape on Friday or Thursday, somebody wanted to buy. Say, hey Josh, look at the whale. It's looking $19. Look now. He was telling me at around here, somewhere here, and I said, nope. I would wait until the 200 moving average. We broke the 200 moving average. Do you know what is the good balance? You know how much balance they have? These excellent balance this company has. And there, a lot of good material comes out. Same thing, NTR, MOS. All these are strong companies. Their balance sheets are. But when market is tanking, you need to wait. Let the knife fall, and then when the knife returns, then we'll jump in the bandwagon. So this is opportunity. Market always create opportunity. It is always liquid. Market always create the liquidity in the market. Is up to you how long. It's about your knowledge. That's what I teach here. And imagine, see, this opportunity can be created, but you need to know when to enter. So I'm gonna enter whenever the time comes. Right now, so right now we are minting money, right? Everybody who jumping in the bandwagon, I don't want to go in commodity right now, because commodity will rise, because whenever war happens, commodity goes up. So, but politician doesn't want commodity to go, because of that is the biggest cause in inflation, right? So they are right now suppressing, but then it's called short squeeze. Whenever the commodity you short, what happened to I think Goldman Sachs? I think they shorted the I think nickel, right? They shorted the nickel, and what happened?
That that was a Chinese. That was I
No,
believe that
they were
was it.
partners. They were involved in it. They were all together involved, man. It was a big saga in that too, and still till date is not been resolved yet. It's not. It's still is open. The trade is open, and they said no, that trade doesn't count. That's what they said, but he's gonna. It's I don't know. It's a lot of politics, big level politics. But bottom line is the commodity will suffer when the war happens, when this thing happens. This is Ukraine not coming out of the dust. The dust it takes a lot of time. It about maybe 2022, 2023. So
So Josh, does geopolitics trounce technicals going in this week?
yeah, but so this week what we do is right now let market maker go with it, and we want to go after that. That's what I would tell you. Or let them see how much what they are thinking, because at the end there is market maker, but then there is even your thoughts and our, like for example in a house, can we have the same thoughts of everybody, like a house, your wife, your kids and all, everybody in the same thoughts? Can we? No, some people think different thing, right? Same thing applies in the micro market maker also. Some think, no, I like to be bullish because my commodity will rise because we have uncertainty, right? That is also they'll be there too. So you just need to wait for the squeeze. You need to wait for the squeeze, and then it can change, and that's what I believe in. It can happen, but right now I don't want to preempt occupy my mind that hey, let's go and do this, and then market still want to go one handle down, then I'll be locked in. So what I do is let them go, and we will decide whenever they take a U-turn, then we'll change. Right now, do you see any U-turn right now on this chart, for example? So I don't want to go preempt. We don't want to. That's why I don't have a watch list. People ask me, Josh, what is your watch list? Man, whole market is my watch list. That's what I say. In morning we will see whatever market makers are playing. We will come to know. So that's why we go. The moment you occupy your mind in a one direction, we lose the money, and that's what my goal is. We do not want to lose the money. We do not want to create a FOMO, fear of missing opportunity, because market offers so much opportunity, guys. There is so many opportunity every day comes. Only thing is we do not want to jump in a bandwagon early. That's what everybody do on social media, and they are doing it because of certain reason. They do because of they want, on YouTube they're getting paycheck or whatever would be, and they don't even have the proper knowledge, and they just want to do it because they think that knowledge is the best knowledge, they think. So
hey Josh,
what's up?
every morning I get up and I look at the markets, the charts,
Mm-hmm.
and I have two shorts and two longs because I have no idea which way the market's going to go.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well,
So I always have shorts and longs.
Josh, I appreciate what you do with the community. I think it's great, and I'll be seeing all you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good night.
Right, too, man. Jeff, I appreciate, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next.
So what I'm saying, Josh, is I agree with you. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but no one knows.
Absolutely, we're gonna go one step at a time. We don't. The moment you go early and say I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then the wind goes in opposite direction, what happens to you? That's the reason I don't want to go in any direction. And let them go first. I don't want to. I care about my 20%, 10%, 30%, whatever I make. That's what I care. I do not like my negative 10%. I want positive. Doesn't matter what time I get it, but I like safety. That's what I teach here. First rule applies safety.
Yeah, totally.
All right, Mr. Satish, what's up, Satish?
Yeah, so I just wanted your thoughts on Google. I think it lost some support levels, and where do you see the downside at?
So let me ask you, Satish, is your first time here, or you been here before, or?
This is my first time here.
Oh, okay, interesting. And Satish, your question is regarding the day trade or the swing trade or long term, short term?
No, I have invested for the long term, but I'm just curious how low can it go?
Oh, okay. How long can it go? So the question you, Satish, you asked is a little bit. Do you see my screen, or you just only on the space?
I'm on space, yeah. But I can go to the screen, yeah. But I need to get out of space and log on.
Oh no. Then what you do is you use your phone as a space and use your computer to view. That's what I tell everybody.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are on the computer, I can guide you also. And if you want to be stick to, so you, right now I can speak because this is the question you ask, because you are a long time, and just like you are, there are many other people also in community who joined here before also, and I've been answering the same question, but I will try, I will try to answer that same question again. So at least while you can go on your computer if you want to, up to you. So Google, basically right now we have a scenario is not about just the Google. What we have a scenario right now here is about the inflation. The war, the big elephant we have in the house. It's not just the inflation. We have bigger problem going on. So that's what I talk. If you rewind the tape today video is on YouTube also, and I talk about few things. Why I think the mega cap can be in trouble, and I've been saying this a long time also. So if you rewind that also, you get to know more about it today. And slowly if you join this community, I always go live morning 9:30 to 4, 5, 6 o'clock every day pretty much, Monday to Friday. So I'm constant live, and I teach a lot of things. So in this scenario right now, we have a dark cloud over our head. So it's not about the Google is the best balance sheet ever you can find on stock market, guys, and I am a fan of that. So whenever somebody asks me, I give a Google examples, because their balance sheet is beautiful, man. Better than Apple, right? So I like it that UPS is only like 20 time right now, pretty much 21 time, 20 time forward PE ratio. So I like that. That where can you find it? But the problem is right now, market maker, they are thinking this stock was up. Pre-pandemic was 1200, 13, 400, 1400, and then in the market in the pandemic time it tanked to $1,000, $1,000, and then it went to $3,000. So they think this stock is inflated. There's a lot of room to take the air out of the balloon. That's how they are thinking, even though the PE ratio and everything is looking good. But what happened is market need to hedge right now. Job is to balance the demand and supply, right? So they thinking right now is everything is uneven. So they want to take the air out of the balloon, which is demand, because the way they inflated in 2020, where balance sheet grown to almost $9 trillion right now, more than $9 trillion. So now they have no choice but to deflate. So how they're gonna deflate? They have to take the air out of the balloon. Now how they're gonna take it out? They're gonna go slowly stock. So they already tried cyclical stock first, then all the specs they tried, then they take the air balloon out of the swag, then they did Cathie Wood stocks. All the trillions of dollars gone out of the Cathie Wood, lot of stocks. There also air is out of the balloon. Then the many tech stock, all the many tech stock also they did. And as you know, Nvidia, AMD, just like that, many stock also are getting the air out of the balloon. And I think the mega cap is left. And mega cap, the Netflix is now going out of it. Facebook is going out of it. Many FANG stock going out of it. Slowly they will take the air. Though these Google, Apple, they hold in 401k also. So there is a little risk involved there, but they have no choice but to do it. But they will do it little bit. That's what I think. There is nothing weak in their foundation or here. So that's why it might can happen. They might look for event, or they might look for something. That is the only one reason I can think that there is a air in the balloon to take it out, because they need to reduce the power of the people. If the people have a balance sheet and they see their portfolio is green and they're making a lot of money and they're holding the price, but then they can go and buy a house, big cars, and buy supply. They renovate the houses, so demand increases, right? They want to reduce the demand, so they only can reduce the demand if your portfolio goes down. They only can bring your portfolio down, bringing the big price down, because you are now cyclical people already lost, all the retailers lost a lot of money on the technical people also, technology stock also, they lost a lot of money. Now the only left is mega cap and big stocks. So they have the big ticket item. They are the rich people. So they want to take the power out of that. So when the paper takes the power out, people not gonna go and shop and say, hey, let's go Home Depot and build another house or renovate the big house. Then the demand goes down. This is my thesis of thinking. I did not read anything, but my analysis of whole this many years I have done, and I analyzed, and based on that, I'm thinking that's what they have no choice but to do that. There is nothing left that they have a big elephant in the room to take it out, not one, 3. So I talked today in the morning. We can rewind the tape, and you would know what did I say that. It's a lot of things. So the support is right now here at around when Google was here, I said that this is going to happen, and he's already achieved my price and also went down below 25, and now he's heading to the next support, which is $2,200. So that's what I can see right now. But again, when you are holding long term, it's just a cycle. It's always cycle. Market has a cycle. You got to go with the cycle. And now, how long the cycle will be? 2008, it took a 5 to 6 years to get out of the same. When we enter from the top to the bottom to the top, it took a 6-year cycle. So I feel like that this cycle would be similar, because right now the can of worm is closed. It's not open. It can open. Once it's open, it can be a big disaster, because we have many other problems than the subprime in 2008. So mortgage, we have a bigger $18 trillion mortgage issue. We have housing market will be already inflated. Then the inflation we have issue. Then the war is another one, and then the $119 trillion bonds are vulnerable. Then the balance sheet Fed has, so that balance sheet the shrinking. Then the interest rate is also going to. So we have like a whole, the combine of 40 years problem is in one basket to solve. So that's the reason.
Thank you, appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Hi, Jules. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Hi, I just have the one. It's called NU. It's a Brazil finance tech.
NU holder?
NU, yeah.
Okay. Is a $6?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the stock is looking weak, man. It's right now testing the floor and $6.68, man. This stock is negative EPS. Get out of it, man. I don't know. Let me see balance sheet here. 6 negative. Oh no, man. This is horrible. This is not looking good. Chart is not looking good. They need to. Their EPS is negative. When EPS negative, if they become EPS is positive, then I would trust. So if they're turning 6 cents, right? It's pretty much the same thing. Is the support is right now getting tested 668. So this flight is risky flight, and for particular this 2022 will be a little risky. So be careful on this one. I would wait for.
I don't have any question, but just asking. So.
Yeah, I would take a time, because the oscillator is telling me that it's heading down also. So the support is getting tested at 6. That's the same area. It's support 668. If that breaks, then it can go to 580 also. So it look like it's heading to 580.
Oh, okay, got it. And one more stock. This is the meme stock, CEI. What do you think? But that's oil and gas though. So.
Oil and gas meme, no, man. This is 82 cents. Forget about this. This is pump and dump. Daytime, whatever you want to play, that you can. That time we'll see. Right now, nothing. It's just testing the support of 100-day moving average, and then 82 cents, and then the pressure is downward right now. So we are testing the floor. So right now the critical stage. If they bounce it, then it can bounce. But the MACD is telling me it's gonna go down. If this breaks the support of this 81, then it's gonna go to 69 cents.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thanks, Jose.
No problem, man. Thank you. What's up, Jamal?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, thank you. I have a question about OCGN.
OCGN, man. Okay, what's the question?
What's the look for it on next week?
OCGN, any particular news? The garbage balance sheet on it, so I got to stay away from. There is no good foundation on this one, unless you are playing pure play day trading, something like that. Then yeah, but otherwise I would not trust this company, because they have a horrible balance sheet. So the way EPS is negative, you are holding the hopes on this one. So it's just testing the floor. If any have a good news, some company has a FDA approval, something like that, then yes. Other than that, I would stay away from this kind of company. I would always prefer where the foundation is strong. This one has a weak foundation. You're purely playing with the market maker. So they are basically hammering down. So this stock is going downhill at this point. It's not looking good. Look at the resistance. You need to break the resistance to be bullish. So basically they short, and then they cover. Then short, then they cover. They again short, and they cover. So basically you're going lower, low, lower, low, lower, low. You see this? That's what exactly happening, Anish. So stay away from this. It's just a pure, unless you have a good news, something insider news that they are going to get approved FDA, and then you could have a lottery. Other than that, it's just a holding hope.
Even if there is a collaboration with Mexico.
But that's what I say. I would not know if you have any event, anything coming in, and you know that there is something they're gonna benefit, and that event will be played, and in that event there could be a one green candle. That day you just, whenever a green candle comes, you take your money and run, because that will be the only one day opportunity they give you. That's it. And then but long time, no, long time I don't think, unless you have some like crazy company will balance it, change their event, you know what I mean, like $13 million the revenue is nothing, guys, right? There is no foundation here. So if you need to look for a foundation. If there is no foundation here, then you're basically holding the hopes, and then you basically waiting for the opportunity. That's what I can tell you. Other than that, it could be something happens, which is Mexico news or India news or something, they pop with it, and then stock pop and you take the profit. Yeah, absolutely. But other than that, there is no advantage here. Company doesn't have any strength. $13 million is nothing, guys. Putting in money into this kind of company is just a pure gambling, like a putting money coins into slot machine, similar like this here. So it's just a hope.
Thank you for your help, sir.
No problem, guys.
Hey, Josh. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Speaking on OCG, and if you don't mind, I can kind of give a little bit of insight on that one.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Very good drug, no doubt about it, especially for COVID. It's like nothing we have right now, Pfizer, Moderna, in my opinion, really compares to this one. It's just beaten down because it's not a U.S.-made medication. They do have Mexico orders already. They've been approved in Mexico. They're working on Canada, EU, but this is not a stock I would play options on at all. It is just not one. So if you've bought shares, just hang tight. At some point, things will happen, but this is going to be something, if you own and you're not willing to take a loss on the shares you may already have, then just hang tight, because it will pay off, but it's going to take a while.
Yes, I'm long actually, so I'm not playing calls or puts.
Hey, Josh, I have a question. What do you think of Labu, L-A-B-U? This one is down like more than 90%. So I want to know like how low this can go.
How long this can go?
Yeah, how low? Like it's already like 90%.
LABU 90%. How long can come in with? What this is ETF, the Bull 3 share of biotech. Is Chinese biotech? Chinese?
No. Just
no, this is our. This is Labu. Okay. Sorry, this is our LABU. Okay. This is our biotech. Bull 3 share LABU. We got rejected, guys, here. So what happened is right now biotech is suffering, and I think we're supposed to reverse that. But Mike, what happened is right now we have a big, when the tornado comes, it takes everything. You know what I mean? We have right now big tornado is on our way, and that will take. So just stay away right now. Even though going commodity long, also just be a little bit cautiously right now. Time is not good. Okay, that's what I can tell you right now. So going.
Yeah, like I have some position there, but it's a small position. So I just hold it and keep buying as it goes down, or.
Right now we broke the floor, guys, so be careful. I would not buy it. I don't touch, guys. Do not right now do any. I mean, if I were you, I would not touch anything at this point. Just give a little. Just give yourself 1 month. You will see better opportunity.
Okay, 1 month. Okay.
I mean, you just, Mike, I'm always here every day live. So the best thing is to just stay tuned in whenever you have opportunity. And then when it arises, I'll tell you. But right now is not a good time, particularly until 2 weeks is not a good time.
So it's not a good time to learn anything, because the market will go down, maybe sharply.
It's just the clouds are not the clouds are very, very dark, and it's not going to be good right now. So I mean,
George,
just
can you explain to all of us what's happening with the moving averages and the importance here?
What's that?
The moving averages, 50 to 100 and 200 on this chart.
On this chart, 50 to 200, we already broke everything. On a LABU, we broke everything, and is going down. And
exactly. So that's what I wanted you to talk about to this gentleman.
Yeah. So it's basically down, but it's super low. We broke the floor. Now, whenever stock breaks the 52-week low, you want to stay away from it. Though people think it's cheap, so let me go and jump in. But no, based on my this many year experience, no, you don't want to jump in the stock which the stock is breaking the floor. When 52-week low and stuff like that, you don't want to jump in. It can go more because it broke the floor. There is no support.
2022 is this year maybe has we may experience the longest bear market probably.
Yep. Right now is not a good time. So guys, don't go long on any. Right now, just wait, guys. Just be little. I mean, it's not a financial advice, guys. Okay, do your homework, do diligent. But yeah, it's right now. Just watch out. Okay. Let me take many calls and I got to get going. Man, it's already 10 o'clock. Yeah, next.
Hey Josh, once again, thank you again for hosting this. I'm trying to be here as many days as I can just to learn. I was hoping you could help me identify the support structures for OVV, October Victor Victor.
Their oil company or what?
Yes, a Canadian natural gas / oil company, yes.
Be careful right now, man. You know, these oil companies, so the support is right here around $48.
48?
Yeah, 48 is the support right here, $48, $11. So yeah, $48 somewhere around this area is the support. And let me see there. Man, the EPS is 126. Man, take the money and run, man. Is just be careful. Yeah, right now is the time he's changing, guys. You know, and they are taking tolls on because they know there is oil and all. Man, people are a lot of invested into it. Like a lot of retailers are invested, and they are right now tanking. So, you know, I don't know your positions are, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, I'm going long at least for a couple of years.
Oh, okay. Then you're good, man. Then you have a stomach. Then you're good.
Yeah.
No, the oil gonna go, man. Right now, the way things are right now, in long run, it might go because you have as long as you have a stomach to hold, yeah, it will go. But it's gonna go down and up and down, and I don't have that stomach.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I was with you on Friday into the close, and you decided to take profits. I did as well, but at the second it closed, like you should have been up another 300%. But just a good story about discipline and learning your risk management. I like to talk to Josh to look over the technical, but yeah, 100% on your stomach, 100% your risk management. I hope you guys can learn a lot from this man. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next, on what's up, man? On Krish. Okay, you guys are on the guy on and Krish, go ahead.
Yeah, Josh, do you know about like a Wish, WISH for long term?
Nope, garbage,
right? Yeah, insider continuously selling.
Yeah, insider continue. Market makers are shorting. There is nothing there. It's just look at the balance sheet. All this is like 289 million, and then the EPS is negative, going down. Chinese already locked down and all. So this is all right now nothing. It just it's just wasting your time. That's it.
Yeah, the reason I ask because I keep seeing it's pumping like 20-30% some days. So why is it like if insider are selling, why people are?
No, insider selling too, but there's a shorts and then short cover, right? So this stock doesn't hold any value. I mean, if you ask me, it doesn't hold much value. These are all these negative EPS and have Chinese exposure and whatnot. Those stocks will suffer in this economy. They will go in a sense.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey Josh.
What's up, man?
Good, man. Thanks again for hosting this. Thanks for all that you do. And also you're supporting Cash Sim and Jair. So my question is, Josh, and hopefully this will also help others. I'd like to know, how do you determine your entry points and your expiration?
1 second. Entry point and expiry. I'm sorry. What did you say? Could you repeat again?
How do you come up with your entry points and your expiration?
Oh well, man, we have a lot of video on YouTube. You see 8 hours video on YouTube, and you will be able to rewind the tape. how do we enter, how do we exit, and you can analyze different ways, different calls and puts, and see how we enter. If you want to do that, just give yourself a little time to educate, and you will see that you can. These are tons of YouTube video now live. Those are live recorded, so you can you can really believe me. There's a lots of people here, and they do that because they don't have a full-time job, and they're telling me that they do rewind my 8-hour video. They rewind my 8-hour video to understand that how things are, and it's really sometimes I rewind my video myself to understand that how things are, to analyze myself. You follow? So if you really want to, whomsoever listening here, go back to YouTube, subscribe and do that, and be followers over there, and then you really is a lot of things to learn, all these video, rather than, because once I'm live and you ask me the question, you have a limited time space to give you, or give it, to do that at particular moment. But when you have a tape on YouTube and you are rewinding, you have ample of time to analyze, play, pause. When it is live, there is no play, pause. You know what I mean? So there's an advantage you have when you are on a YouTube, and you can rewind my tape, all the videos. Exactly, you can open the chart and you can see which day what happened, what I said that, and how the chart, because everything you will see chart and how I navigating, and you exactly everything see, and then you come forward, and then you can come back and ask the question. So at least you can narrate yourself in a better ways.
Sounds good.
Hey, one love, can I ask you a question? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Okay, have you traded options before?
I have.
Okay, so are you familiar with the Greeks?
No.
Okay, so one of the Greeks is called the delta.
Well,
and
yeah, sorry. I am.
Okay.
Theta, gamma. Yes.
So when I'm looking at what to buy and when to come in, I use just a couple, things. And this isn't like, you shouldn't always do it this way, right? So, but this is just kind of like a starter advice. I look at a delta for 0.3, right? So that means that there's not so much risk, but there's still some profitability. Okay. And then I buy puts under the price of the current stock price. So I buy the puts under the current stock price with a delta of 0.3, but I try to make sure that the option is for 2 or 3 weeks out, so that I have time to get in and out of my position. Does that make sense? Yeah. But those types of things can change based upon the environment, but that's just a kind of like basic understanding.
Okay. Sounds good, definitely.
It's a starting point anyway.
No. It definitely gave me some insight, and to Josh, I am subscribed, so I'll definitely go and search for the videos and entry points.
Sounds good, man. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Are we done, or you have any questions? It's 10 o'clock. If anybody has questions, just let me know, guys, so we can be rapido.
Yeah, Josh, I'd like you to look at one thing.
What's up, man?
We talked about GoGo, and we're about to go into earnings on the 5th of May. All right. I'm expecting, 3 or 4 different types of news, and maybe a very great conference call, and this thing to spike up a little bit. But I'd like to cover myself in this environment that we're in, with probably some covered calls. I don't know if it's to do them short term or long, far out, like a year out, 6 months out, and at what premium. You have any advice for me?
At this point, man, right now the way market going to change the cloud condition, just I would stay away. But if you think you want to cover that, then what you can do is your stock. If you have the holding the stock, you can do covered call on it, and
that's what I'm talking about. Covered calls.
Yeah, just do the covered call on it, your positions, and you go a little bit out. So, for example, if you're selling the call, if the price is 20 and the stock is going down, you can definitely benefit a lot. So you can right now, if I were you, I would cover the call at $22 range right here at the resistance, somewhere around that, and see how much premium you get for about a month. And whenever the stock tanks a lot, you can take the benefit, and then you can close your covered call. Whenever you want to close, you can close in the middle, right? So that's what you should.
You wouldn't go 3-4 months out and say 24.
No, because the reason behind is stock bounce. Stock doesn't go straight like a down. Stock can bounce from the 200-day in a month. Then what's the point of buying for selling for a long time, because you're not gonna get the premium much when you go longer, because you're not gonna benefit the delta when you sell the call. When you sell the call, you're not gonna benefit much. So you got to go with like a 1 month, 2 months, because stock can bounce. Stock can bounce. Then what? You don't want to benefit like this right now, because when you do covered call means you are bearish. Remember, you want the stock to go down.
I'm not bearish right now. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. So covered call, you have to understand the thesis option. When you want to do covered call, you have to scalp it. When you're holding on your position, you have to scalp it. You cannot go long covered call, otherwise you lose your stock.
Right. No, I understand that. But I'm saying to you, that particular stock on a bounce, say to 25, all right, is that a good point to look for a pullback?
Okay. Hear me out first of all, Joseph. I think you little bit lack of knowledge here, so that's why I got to guide you. Okay, so if the stock goes down and you're doing covered call, then only you benefit. If the stock goes up, you lose your stock.
Right.
You lose your stock that you are holding, and they will sell your stock, and they will give you commission. You get my point? They will sell your stock. So what I would do is, that's the reason I said the stock is right now trending lower. Before the earning, I would sell it. I would close my position. Right now the stock has a pressure downward, so it's heading down right now. You follow? So it's heading to $19 right now. So, but yeah. So there's a when you hold a long term, there's always position. Market, you need to have a stomach. When the long term is always stomach. Market can test your stomach, and that's how things are. This stock is all about stomach, and then the earning comes in, you would know.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Thanks, man.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, quick question. Thanks for hosting this, babe. You were saying earlier that China, they're moving money out of China. Europe is not good. So where is all the money going to go?
Gold. Money gonna go to the gold, because that's where the safety is right now. Because gold is the most suppressed gold, because they dressed up the whole market last 20 years and selling the papers, bond, and keeping the gold down. Because if you keep the gold down, then all the big investors in worldwide, they think, oh, gold is going down, but the bond is holding good. That's the safe money. So people who are rich in different countries, they believe in bond. They believe in gold and they believe in bond, but they look for safety, because they do invest into stock, but stock is not a safe place, because it's equity, right? So sometimes they want to be a little safe place, so they look for a gold and bond. But if you look at the chart, gold is going down, but the bond is holding. You're gonna more safety. So people think, okay, the dollar is the best place, so they go and buy a bond, and that's what they used to do. But it was dressed up. You know what I mean? Dressed up. These bonds were dressed up. Right now, bonds are losing highest money right now. So that's what the problem was. And I think slowly Japan came to know that, hey, bond is more vulnerable, because inflation has to be below the bond rate. Otherwise, what's the point of having the bond? Coupon rate, right? Bond has a coupon rate. The coupon rate has to be below Fed rate. Fed rate has to be above the inflation. Right now, inflation is higher. So the people are losing. They have they are losing $119 trillion. People have the bond. There are different levels of bond. They're all losing the value. So they're vulnerable. So when that probably can of worm going to open too, some point of time. And that will be disaster. So the safety only I see is, people can put it in emerging market, commodities market. If it is war going on, if the commodity shortage, then also mostly commodity, energies, and the precious metal, and that's where money goes. Definitely not the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the most vulnerable commodity, is not been accredited by any governments, and doesn't hold any value. So,
I was just about to bring that up too. I thought I would see money move into Bitcoin, but I'm seeing liquidity move out of Bitcoin, which goes against what I was expecting. So I'm looking at the gold as well, because I think the big institutions and the big market makers, they are not comfortable with Bitcoin yet, or they don't have the approval to move money into those types of areas. So they're going to do just like Josh said, and they're going to move it into a tried and true commodity, such as gold. I think personally, like I would, go for silver as well, but I don't know what the market.
Yeah, all the precious metal, or every precious metal can be a whole value. So I remember seeing when you joined like 10 days ago, 12 days ago, you were the biggest advocate for the Bitcoin, and now your statement after staying in this group, you learn a lot, and what he's telling actually is the same thing. And I think you have to see, man, you have to get out of the zone, or you don't have to be brain fed by somebody. You have to use your own analysis, trust, see what it is, and I was one of them.
I opened my mind and I started taking suggestions, and I was so just glad and grateful that I did that. Like, I'm incredibly grateful to you, Josh, for helping me see what is possible instead of like holding and just, taking the losses. Now, when I see the profits I get out of it, you've taught me how to be a bull the right way. I'm so grateful.
Oh, would you go into Barrick Gold, Newmont Gold? Where would you put the money, Josh?
You can put Barrick Gold also, that's fine, but I like the miner Nugget. So I went, Nugget was $47. I tweet about it. You can click on my profile and you can take a look at it. When the Nugget was breaking out at 47, and I said this is the place to go and invest. And since then, look at the Nugget. So if you look at it, Nugget is the biggest miner. It's a double 2x bull, and Nugget was
Josh,
good.
you like it when they get it out of the ground for free, don't you?
Yeah, they got it out of the ground. So it was here somewhere, right here, around 47.50 when he broke out right here, and then it's slowly grinding. But market maker, they think their bond is, right now I want to buy a Nugget. I bought a little bit also, because it's been dumping, but right now I'm prefer more short, making money on a short than buying right now Nugget. Let them fall, but there will be a time when it table turn, I will buy. But yeah, definitely, man, gold is the way to go right now. I mean, long term.
What's the symbol, Josh?
Nugget, NUGT. Yeah. Yeah, but long term, right now is falling knife, so you got to give a little time, let it fall, and then you will see when it reverses. I will buy. I mean, that's how I see right now, because commodity.
Hey, speaking of gold miners, do you like the Van Eck gold miners?
There are many. Yep. There are many Nugget we went through gold mine. Okay. There are many gold miner we went through. One of the video also, but if somebody wanted to do then live when we are live on a full day at afterwards, somewhere around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we can talk a lot about the gold also, but not in the morning when market opens up. People wants to one thing, guys, remember, when market open up in the morning, we need to make sure that we do not ask too many charts at that time, because I'll be doing all the technical analysis in the morning about the navigations. And if somebody asks, hey Josh, can you go and take a look at the other chart? So I don't like to be rude to others, but also other people have a trade going on at that time, and they were complaining, Josh, is there any way you can in the morning, at least when the market is trying to choose the path, which direction is going, first 30 minutes, because many people make money in first 30 minutes to 1 hour, and they like to keep the screen open, or they would like to see my commentary, right? So if I can give them commentary, they love that. And so they were telling me that, Josh, at least can we be little, can I continue rather than taking question in the morning? So in the morning time, try to avoid the question. If somebody want to pass the statement, yeah, they can go ahead and pass the statement, but avoid asking me the question. Avoid asking me the question to go and open a chart and do analysis first 1 hour or first 40 minutes unless I find the direction, because the moment somebody asks, I don't say no, but then other people are in the trade, right? And then I had to flip my screens. When I change my screens, people lost their trade, because you know what I mean, like it's like 5 minutes the game is over.
Thank you for letting us know that, Josh. I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, just to, I don't want to be rude, but at least I give them people a little heads up that, hey, I think there are day traders here too, and there are some swing traders. So I like to keep everybody in my mind when I, when I'm live, basically streaming live. So don't feel bad in the morning. So just give a little bit small heads up. So there are people. I like everybody to benefit out of it. Okay, everybody, I'll take care of everybody one by one. I mean, but slowly we have to go. We don't want to. I don't want to full, say that hey, we're gonna be like this, but you also see other side of the coin too, because everybody needs to don't want to lose money.
Hey, Josh, thanks for answering my question. But quick follow-up question on that. So when the market tanked on Friday, gold also tanked. So are they just taking money out of the market, or
all the commodities are getting tanked because they what is inflation? Inflation is all the commodities and everything is like skyrocket right now. Okay, so that raises the inflation higher. So if they can bring the commodity down, then people slowly it's a little process involved. Okay, when the price goes down, then slowly stock market price goes down, then the real product of the value also goes down, and it can happen. But again, how long you can suppress, so people, market maker have to short it. When they short it, it becomes short squeeze. At some point of time it can become a short squeeze, and it depends on what commodity is, because there are some market maker, they want to they think, oh, somebody's shorting crazy, and they see a huge demand and they say, you know what, let me go long because it's too cheap. Then it becomes opposite, right? It's called short squeeze. So it can happen, and I think it can happen in gold also. It can happen in other commodity also. It just happened in nickel also. So we don't know when that can happen, but how long you can keep shorting every day, right? At the time, some point of time, they have to also buy back. So
would these investment funds, these large investment funds, be selling off to hold larger positions in cash so that they can make moves on Monday?
No, I didn't get you. Big what? Big bang what?
The market makers, would they be moving to hold larger positions in cash in their portfolio?
Larger position means on this one?
Or would they be trying to hold more cash so that they can make more moves in the market, like come Monday?
Yeah, everything possible. They can hold the cash also. But
yeah, I'm getting to learn the market makers. You're teaching me what they think and how they work, and so
they don't have
I'm getting more curious about what they do.
Cash is not the issue. They have a huge leverage, guys. They have the leverage, but then there is accountability. When you short it, you have to buy back also. You can't just simply go and full like what they used to do in 2000, Trump era. There's no accountability. That's then the Gary Gensler came and say, hey, no, you can't. There has to be accountability. There has to be fair rules. You can't just simply take the buy button off, sell button on like that. That's like a one-way traffic. You can't have like that. You have to have fair rules apply. So
okay, that makes sense. Thanks, Josh.
Yep.
Hey, Josh, I have a couple of questions for you. And before I ask them, just for the newbies, everything Josh said is so awesome and true in the sense of questions that can wait, should wait, just because if you actually sit in, you'll see that he's literally saying, okay, the market's about to tank. Oh my God, it's about to tank. And everybody kind of knows what you're supposed to do. And if he's not staring at the screen, assessing that, we miss out on some really good opportunities. And for those of us that were on Thursday and Friday live with him, you would have known exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we didn't miss a beat because he was so on point with everything that he was reading out to us. But again, it was because we let him do what he's good at, which is telling us which way the market's heading and when not to be an idiot and make a bad move and stuff like that. So there's that. And my question now, Josh, is Qualcomm. What are your thoughts on it coming this week? I know they have earnings this week, but they've been going down pretty consistently for a bit. And are we still going to be?
They're gonna go down.
Come down. It's going to keep going down. Okay.
Yeah, we right now they're gonna tank, and the Qualcomm heading to 123.
All right, and then T-Doc, we still are bearish on that one too, correct?
Oh, 101%. That's garbage.
All right. And last one is Zim. And the only reason I'm asking about that one is on another group, I've seen people saying it's going to do well. And I've kind of gotten different messages, when we've been on the call. So I kind of just wanted to have you verify what is Zim up to.
So Zim, again, same thing right now. So market maker, they are right now. This is not a commodity, but they are still also shipping also. So they also taking, but they already took a lot of tolls on this company. So you still, if the tornado comes in upcoming week, then they can also take a toll on this one also, maybe another $4. It can happen, but then right here the resist support is $47. So until the earning, this can do anything. This stock can go further down. If the market crash, then this can also crash with it, because it's just the tornado comes, it's gonna take everything together. Pretty much this can go a little lower than other stock like Qualcomm can go more, but this also can go less. But right now is I would not jump in bandwagon until unless that's what I've been keep saying. You let the diversion happen, let the market change the direction, and whenever it change, then we would go. Right now it's not change the direction. Right now you just enjoy the ride with whatever the market makers are doing, and they're printing money. So let's go and do that rather than going into the other direction. Let it fall whatever it falls. If you are trying to be long, and just let the commodity go down, and then make money on shorting whatever the things are happening, and make money there, and then put that money into the commodity when they reverse. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. And then a lot of questions, guys. What's up?
Hey, Josh, when do you think we're going to see movement upward on gold? I bought some dust the other day.
Oh, did you? Okay. So gold, look, gold, you just give a little time. When you see a big calamity comes in, then all these institutions, they realize, man, there is no shelter in bond, there is no shelter on credit market, there is no shelter on any bank, because people think earlier when interest rate goes up, you buy a bank stock. Right, but this time banks are more vulnerable. If you look at it, they are more vulnerable. So they are exposed to the different sectors. So that's why people not gonna banks don't buy bank stock basically. So and then they don't trust the dollar gonna go a little bit, but again dollar is more vulnerable also if you look at on the other side of the coin. So right now I can only see commodity. That any time when this kind of issue arises, commodity, but they are shorting. So at the point when you short, then you become buyer. When you become buyer, then the trend change. Then all the traders jump in, everybody jump in bandwagon, and then the market always create the liquidity. When something goes down, it attracts to the other people, right? There's another group, other side of the coin. They look, oh wow, look at this, it look cheap. Then it becomes short squeeze. How much you can short. So that can happen. Again, whenever it happens, we would come to know if something happening here. We will find the alert. Until then, let it go wherever it goes right now. So I mean, looks to me it's happening soon now. This May month it will happen. May or June, maybe we'll see. I feel like this May or June will happen.
Okay, is dust okay to hold until like June?
Doesn't
that degrade?
What's that?
It's leverage, right?
Yeah. So this is the barrel average right now. So the dust is opposite. So if you are shorting gold basically right now. When you hold a dust, you are shorting the gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard they're gonna do a reverse split though too on dust. Were you aware of that on the 25th?
Well, if dust, then you're gonna benefit that too. So that's fine. No, I did not know they're gonna reverse that. These are all synthetic for the dust.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the 25th they're going to do. That's what I read the other day, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I should just sit on that then, right?
Yeah, so you are bearish on gold, right? That's why you bought the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you bearish on gold, you bought the dust, and now the split happens, then you can also benefit. It's just it's going to go look more cheaper. That's it. Mm-hmm. And then whenever reverse, you will come to know if something happens. Until then, right now at this point, this gold is not going anywhere the way it looks like today. But whenever reverse, will come to know.
Okay, because the other day I think you said to buy calls on gold for
long term
until May 2nd or something.
May 2nd? No. Something like a longer term. Third, no, the FOMC meeting is on a 4th.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Thursday or Friday you issued that.
No, I would not recommend right now. We got to give a little more time actually, so my nugget is also washing out because after I bought, but there's always that's why I say some of my calls right now is not doing good on commodities. But if I would have taken the profit, I had a profit, but I didn't take, but I thought it's gonna go. Still I have a time left, but right now I'm more focusing on other side of the coin, which is SPYs and QQQ short.
Okay, now earlier in your broadcast, a little while ago, you said something about don't bother you in the morning. What's the slowest time during the day where I can ask some questions about some stocks?
After 1 hour.
Oh, okay. So, is noon a good time?
Oh, yeah, wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. You can come.
Okay, I just want to get a slow time to bother you. I got 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So I brought a couple people that listen to you. One lady from Canada asked you about a stock tonight. So she was very pleased. So I think you got to follow her.
Thank you.
And then my son, he just flew into Hawaii tonight. He might be listening now, but he kind of thought you had some good stuff to say. I think that shipping, dry ships or something you said the other day. He was pretty impressed with your charting. So.
Okay. Oh, thank you for sharing
I'll
information.
get out of here. Thanks. Bye.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good night. All right, guys. Anybody?
Hey, Josh, I got one more for you. NVIDIA, it dropped below 200 this past week. What is the next resistance level for that one?
Support level. Resistance, I'm not even interested.
Support level, yes.
Around 125.
125?
You got it.
Wow.
Okay. No, okay. So that is the last support. So I'm looking around somewhere around next one is 178.
Okay, so if I was gonna buy some puts on it, how far out is realistic so that I'm protected both ways?
Look, remember right now, guys. Okay, I would wait because this has been oversold and they need to recover now. They need to cover the short. So short cover can happen at some point of time. We got to be careful because they took a lot of juice out of the NVIDIA also, right? So we'll see how it goes, but definitely looking weak at this point. It's still expensive, but keep eyes on Shopify shop if you want to short. Shopify has a but again, they are also everything is oversold right now, so hopefully they're gonna recover or not because everything has a short cover, right? Short need to cover, so I'm waiting for which day they're gonna have a cover. Right now is looking everything has been last 10 days they've been shorting. Only one day they were cover. So we got to be a little bit cautious, guys, okay? Because we got they always show something and they do something else. That's what this scenario right now looks to me. It can happen for one day and then they're gonna short again. So that's why in the morning be careful, guys, because tomorrow is like a new week. It's just like a new week. It's just like a new year it look like completely new year. So don't go fast. Let the market go and we'll see, because it look like market gonna tank and then they make a U-turn, boom, and then all the bears are sitting down just like a look. I'll show you. This is something I can look right now here. Tomorrow is a very important day to analyze, guys, so you should be careful. You see all these bear here, and then again bear double. So people think it's gonna go and tank. And what if this doesn't happen? If they're gonna fake in the morning and everything is gonna going. All the trader will go and Twitter will go blast, and then they make a U-turn. Then all these people will be sitting at the bottom, because it's already market negative right here, already broke the floor. If you look at it pre-market, right here, market look the floor, it broke the floor based on this 134.23. So we are right now here 423. Oh wow, 423 is right here. We are right here. So that's why gap. This is a gap. So we're gonna wait with that. If you want to somebody trading real quick in the morning, like in and out, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, jumping in and out, but you have to make sure there's when first 30 minutes, you market change the direction in 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. that so that's why I give a running commentary that hey, it look like this, and then it's gonna be this and gonna be that, and now again change. Then people think, oh, what the heck, Josh, you just told bullish, and then again you telling me it's bearish. Yeah, that's how things are. Next, the first 30 minutes is like dangerous. You need to know when to exit. You got to scalp. You can't wait. You got to see 10%, 20%. You got to take the profit immediately. You can't wait. First 30 minutes is dangerous. That's why I said don't people don't have the experience. Don't get in, because you got to know how to press the button. Your button has to be ready. But if you're holding hope, say, hey, no, I look like 10% profit, and now it's gonna go more, and then if it doesn't happen, then you will be holding your bags. So, and then you're gonna blame me, because the first 30 minutes is like a scalping. Is 10 minutes. You 10%, 20%. That's it. Then the candle can change. If you become late, you can change. I can guide you to when to take profit. You have to be smart to take the profit while playing first 30-40 minutes. It's instant. It's very, very instant. You gotta be, because direction changes every 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, somebody boosted on Discord. Somebody, I don't know who boosted, man. I don't know, but somebody boosted the Discord 9. So we have, appreciate, guys. 9. So we need another 5 boost, guys. So if somebody on a Discord, and if they're willing to help here, thank you, Dale. You also boost. I appreciate Dale. I think he did it. Then if anybody has a boost, you can go ahead and help here. We need 5 more boost.
How do I do it? I'm on Twitter. I have to sign in to Top Trading.
No, you're on a Discord. You gotta go to the Discord. If you have a Discord group, if you're on Discord, you click on my this thing on the top. It says go, and this is says 914. You just have a Discord so people can. This is all Discord gives a benefit to you guys who are using this Discord, and so I think some few people I really appreciate. Dale, Dave, they boosted this, then the Sigma, I guess, and couple of other guys also. But those who have a boost, if they have a boost, they can just nitro boost, so they can transfer here, and then it comes here. Then you can have the basically you get the benefit about getting the server qualities and video qualities and all. Oh man, I forgot. Sorry guys, on YouTube I didn't even take a look at YouTube questions. Sorry. Ron Broden, I see it. Okay, good. It's not an insane. I see it. Okay, me too. Love you, Josh. Thank you. I love you too, man. James. James, I'm watching on YouTube this time. Okay. Shailesh, right. So do you suggest cashing out gains or ride through the turbulent period? We have 2 years patience. So it's a good question. I mean, I cannot guide anybody. It's you have to take your own decision. It's a financial advice. So analyze yourself. But I just like to guide you what I think. How things right now. The time is not going to be it looks okay to you. But for me, it's like I deep dive in. It's like a like a LiDAR, right? When you have a car, your naked eye cannot see that accident going to happen, but LiDAR can see that hey, there is obstacle. Just like that, I try to analyze it. So your call, guys. Whatever you want to take your decision, but make sure before you do any actions, do your due diligence. Don't jump in any bandwagon. What I said, you always take your time, guys, and analyze. Then James knew what would be the catalyst, if any, for a short-term relief rally. What would be the catalyst? We will see, guys, tomorrow. Short-term is all about tomorrow. We will when the day opens up, we will talk. So I always live here morning to evening. Okay. So we'll help you. You will see my screens. I'll share my screens. Can you send me the link, please? Link of what? Oh, options link. Option link, then DM me and on a Twitter something, and then I can send you a link. I have a bunch of link for options. and some some of the knowledge about the options and stock market and all, a bunch of files. You can go and read those. Then Ron, that's why we love you, Josh. Yeah, me too, man. I love you too. Psychic trader Josh, what are your suggestions that Nvidia investor who bought at 327? Man, just look, guys, people buy and sell and all, man. They do crazy things and they suffer. They don't know what their game plans are. Everybody has a stomach, different angle they play. I have no way to know them, what they're gonna do. Okay, Anant, Josh, can you share your thoughts on Genco shipping? Man, I need symbol, guys. Okay, Genco shipping right here. GNK. Yeah, so same thing. GNK is also great, man. This company chart looks beautiful. It has a support here, and GNK is looking nice, ascending triangle. The next support line is around $22. Is pressing down 22. 10.99 cent EPS. It looks cheaper too. Small company, but GNK, let me see, excuse me, GNK. So the forward P ratio is 5 times, is good, man, reasonable. Also EBITDA, their revenue is for $547 million, and then EBITDA is 243, so almost like a 55% net profit they have. That's what else you want, man? 55% net profit. And their debt is 246 million versus cash in hand 114. So basically 2:1 ratio, 2.5:1 ratio cash versus debt. That's fine, fair enough. And outstanding shares are very low float, 42 million, and the float in the market is 36 million. So that is also good. It's low float stock. So long term is good. Long term is good. Okay, if the company can profit good, this earning can beat this, they hold the value. It's undervalue. According to me, it's 5 times forward P ratio is undervalue. That's fine. So it's slowly, but it can, right now it can go, and this support, because market maker right now, they don't like shipping company, so they are tanking. So it can go to 21, 22 like that, and then it can bounce. Like remember here, got rejected, then again test, then again got rejected, or go up, and then again go down like that. Channel ping pong. Okay. Then check HZNP. Oh wow, Horizon Therapeutic Public Limited. What is it? Therapeutic? Man, therapeutic company, what can I analyze? Man, they are all medical. They have a balance sheet. Oh wow, $1.41. Their balance sheet is not bad. I mean, EPS is good. But testing the floor, guys, I don't know what happened, why they are going down. Their earning is coming near. If it is vulnerable, I don't know. Horizon. Okay, let's see this insurance company. Okay, so let's see HZNP. Okay, let's see what happened here. Their balance sheet is important. Oh, 16 times forward P ratio. EBITDA is 631. Okay, so they're making 20% net profit. That's good. 20% net profit. Float is 226. Okay, the debt is, so fair value of this based on the EPS is 16 times. So it's just the purely play here. Just a lot of support here around this area. So around $100, it can bounce back and go back. So, but again, right now when tornado comes, if market super duper crash, then this can also take a toll, $5-10. So just a little relax. Okay, that's what I see. But right now, major area is going to test. So it's looking danger right now. If this support breaks, then it can go further. But it's looking good. I mean, the way if you look at this stock, it's not bad. But pre-pandemic, it was $36, man. So they can take the toll on this one, man. Be careful. This support breaks, it looks weak. right? So, but they have a good balance sheet also. That, but market maker, they can. Excuse me. I prefer to get out of it, man. Right now, medical, take the money and run, because they already made the money. I would little bit cautious at this point, because you see this right now, they already rejected double top. Now it's gonna go down, so be careful. It doesn't look good to me, and based on technicals. Financial looks good, but then the geopolicy doesn't look good. So technicals double top, heading down. You see this rejected and then went down, right? Same thing can happen here too, so it's risky. So it's up to you, but this support area, once it break 200-day and this sloping, not good, then it can go down. So be careful on AZNP, guys. It's a little risky one. Go over natural gas, ticker UNG. Right now they're tanking all the natural gas also, guys. So let it tank. Whenever it tanks, then you can buy back. Right now there's a pressure here, so the support is somewhere here around 21.25. Actually right here I would support, excuse me, $21. Sorry, $21 support. So right second, hold on a second, just give me a few more minutes. Last question. Check. Okay, I checked that. Go over natural gas. Okay, that done. This is amazing. Oh, thank you, amazing Mr. BB. Thank you very much, Miju Babu. What was the short mortgage ETF you mentioned? MBB. So right here, this is the mortgage. It's 97. So $1 ratio, 1 versus 97. So mortgage is going down. Alright, so guys, I think done with YouTube questions and Discord. I think I went through, guys. Hey Josh, what do you think about the value of Tesla stocks? Tesla stock value is supposed to be down, man, because everything is EPS, right? So earning per share is based on that. It go down way below, but we have to wait for it slowly. Okay, I think it's overvalued right now. Alright, what's up on Twitter, guys? Anybody any questions before we call it a day?
Yeah, there was one I was looking at, TRT. I'd like your advice on that one.
TRT?
Yeah, semiconductor.
Right now TRT, man, is TRT, Triotech International. There is no balance sheet on this one, guys. There is no balance sheet. I don't have the data financial, but other than that, right now the tech on the we need to analyze more, man. This right now TRT. Let me see if I can find any data. Let me see if I can find the data. Oh yeah, I found the data. So revenue is, oh, this is teeny mini company, man. $38 million revenue a year. Oh boy, they're making some profit, 10% profit. No, man, just get it. This is overvalue. Let me see. There is no EPS though here, so they are making some profit somewhere, 10%. That is a good side, like, and they have that 5 million. But yeah, based on this, they can go to $4.30, $4.50 also. Based on their earnings, it's teeny mini company. They don't so they just hold on. What happened is right here. This is the support area. It's heading to 475.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks, man.
Josh, quick question. What's the support level for Amazon for tomorrow?
Whoa. What? Amazon what?
What's the
support
level like?
Support level. Okay. Man, Amazon doesn't have a support. If you ask me, man, Amazon is like on a free fall, super expensive stock. Amazon deserve to be my price 20. My price target is $27.50. $2,300 is gonna go. My price target is $2,300 Amazon. If 2,750 breaks, then next support is 2,300. So it's not looking good. And the Amazon super weak, guys. It's super expensive. Look at their EPS, and this is horrible. Amazon is horrible, guys. They're just.
So you're saying like we should buy after, should put on a after 27.50 if it breaks down, right?
I always go when I'm live. You're the one who holding the Amazon calls, right?
No, I already sold all the calls, but I have nothing holding at the moment. But I'm planning on putting put on them, you know.
Yeah. Don't want to do that though. Because you already lost the money on puts, and calls also can be lost. Only thing is, let's wait for the opportunity, and let the market maker go first. So remember, guys, what I teach here is not about the power. You do not have power. I do not have the power and go and short anything. We need to go behind the market maker. If the market makers are shorting, then we need to go behind them. Because if market maker tomorrow make a green candle and you short, what happens? You're gonna lose, right? You want to do that? No, right? That's the reason you wait for signals. You wait for, wait for opportunity. Don't rush. You will see when you come morning live, and I'll show you what market makers are doing, and we'll go accordingly.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you in the morning then, Josh. Thank you.
No problem, and thank you. All right, guys, what's up? Anybody else, or we call it a day? Jalal, what's up, man?
How much? Thank you for your time, Josh. One last question. Any thoughts about Wish? WISH?
Garbage, man. Wish. What do you want to do? You want to short it or you want to buy it?
No, I'm already in. I just want to see the future. I'm long, so I mean, I bought it dirt cheap. I'm just,
Okay. No, so based on me, I would stay away from these. These are sticky mud. You got to stay out of sticky mud. You can get onto another flight, which the flight is heading to destination. These are falling tops. If you see the falling tops, that's not good. So I would not be long on this company at this point. But if you have a stomach to hold for a couple of years, 5 years, or whatever, I don't know, whenever they pop back. But at this point, it's not looking good.
So you say if you were you would put a put on it.
Yeah, for me, I would short if I had to short on this one.
Got you. Thank you very much, Josh.
No problem. Thanks, man. Alrighty, guys. Anybody else? I'll call it a day. Look like everybody's done.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Thanks, Josh.
All right, thank you, guys. Enjoy your night, and we will see you tomorrow morning then.
Thank you. All the best.
Absolutely.
As always, Josh, you had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. Thank you so much for all the help and advice.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Make sure you sign up on Facebook. Not Facebook. YouTube, and subscribe, ring the bell button, whatever you can help. Same thing on Twitter also. Whenever I tweet, guys, always try to retweet that and put some comments on it. Same thing, Discord people, please always share with other people, whomsoever you know. Help me, help the community, so we can all grow, guys. Okay, and everything is free on Discord also, guys. All the server is free, so bigger the merrier. Okay.
The community also has the YouTube, so make sure you go onto YouTube and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Sim. Yep. Thank you very much, Sim.